Hey, everybody. We'll be going live here shortly. Hello, all the early people. Zed, Tex. Oh, my homie Jay. What's going on, man? Apparently, I just shared the stream. Oh, Tex, you got a notification this time? Tex got the notification. Jay, what are you editing? For your YouTube channel? I'm assuming. Hey, Jay is back. The other Jay. Airplane Jay. Oh, I should put my ears in. I'm like, why don't I sound as robust? But I realize I don't have my ears in.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, Mr. PunFu is here.
I only got one ear in until we actually start. Just so I could hear if you say something.
Yeah.
Although you were always talking in the microphone anyways.
True. Oh, that's nice live stream? Hell yeah. What do you stream, Jay? Oh, Mikey V is here too.
What's up, Mike?
Got a busy house today.
What's up, Zed? What's up, Tex? What's up, J1, J2?
We got Asian Jay and Puerto Rican Jay.
Okay, all right.
Puerto Rican Jay sounds like Barry White.
Oh,
that's
okay.
The one that sounds like, yeah. Oh man! All right, we're ready to get this show underway.
All right.
Let me clear my throat. Let me clear my throat.
That's an awesome song.
I love that song so much. Oh, that's right. That's right. So you stream that as well, Jay? Because I remember you were doing videos. I subscribed to your channel, I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken. I'm 98.8% sure I subscribed to your channel.
98.8?
Yeah.
That's a good percentage right there.
It's a good percentage. If I'm not subscribed, I will fix that pronto. Tiffany Fox is here.
Oh, what's up?
All right,
Tiff?
we're ready to get this show underway. It's 7:01, so we're officially late.
But are we?
I mean, we like to start late. So
Yeah,
now that we're officially late, we can get it started.
Right.
Oh my God.
It's like, are you really late if you start late?
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. Mikey V said, did you carry the two? Jay, I know I am at least subscribed to one. I got to make sure I'm subscribed to the other one. Do me a favor, DM me, and why did it's like the music stopped and my whole train of thought just went away. DM me and send me the link to both of them so I can make sure I'm subscribed to both of them. And later on in the show, once we have more people here in the chat, man, feel free to post a link to your podcast. Better yet, come and be on the episode of the show, man, and let's chop it up about your channel. And let's see if we can get more people onto your channel. So come and be on the episode, and we'll promote your channel that way, man. Because sometimes when you post stuff in the chat, it doesn't always. So just come and be on the show, man. Come and be on the episode. We're about to get this started. We'll talk about that in a second. Give me just a moment. Let me fade out. Let me fade out over here. Let me hit the record button. All right, here we go. The dirty episode.
It is.
Two Endangered Mammals, episode 69.
Hey.
Hey-o. Oh, man.
Earmuffs, Zed.
Yeah. Yeah, you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one that you've been waiting for. It's everybody's favorite episode.
Yep.
Tex got a good laugh out of this last night when I was playing some Elden Ring. Welcome to the 69th episode, aka episode 69.
Yep.
Of the Endangered Mammals podcast, the #1 podcast in my duplex. I am your host, Mr. Thaiger Adanoldo, and with me, as always, my Goomba, your Goomba. He's my good buddy. He's your good buddy. He's our resident Italian stallion, the bearded one himself, the greatest co-host of all time, Mr. PunFu Panda. Pun.
Yo.
How are you, man?
I'm doing
Oh, why
good.
is your camera black? What the hell's going on over there? Hold on. Let me hold on. I gotta fix that. I swear we're professionals.
Hey, you know what? It adds flair.
It adds character.
Panache. Panache. I don't know how to say it, but. Boom.
Okay. Okay. Let me make sure that's working.
Hey!
There he is. Okay. Where was I? Let's do this again. Ladies and gentlemen, he's my friend. He's your friend. He's the greatest and most patient co-host of all time, the one and only PunFu Panda. Pun,
Yo.
how are you, sir?
I am doing good.
Officially this time.
I'm doing good.
Oh, man. Now that we got you here.
Yep. Capital G, double O.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're not G-U-D?
No.
G-U-D, good.
Capital G, good.
Capital G?
Yeah.
I am,
How are you?
I am splendiferous, sir.
Okay.
I'm splendiferous, man. I cannot
Very
complain. I could try to complain, but it wouldn't do much of anything. But there's nothing really for me to complain about, man. I hate the term I'm blessed. Let's just say I'm swell.
I like it.
That's my
it.
that's my version of blessed. I am swell.
I think I'm getting over the blessed thing too.
Yeah, because
It's like, look, yeah, you woke up, you had a good breakfast. That don't mean you're blessed.
That don't mean you're
I
blessed.
mean, you woke up. Yeah.
Right.
That's something to be blessed about.
I mean, but honestly, man, even that, like, we start to expect it. So it's a good thing you woke up.
Is,
yes.
yeah, for sure.
Because there's a lot of people that woke up dead today. You know what I mean? So
But did they
we're not
really
one of
wake
them.
up?
We're not one of them. Well, I mean, they woke up somewhere, just not here.
Yeah, just that.
Just not on this plane here with us. Let me adjust my microphone.
And you've known me for, hell, pretty much my whole dark life. I've been called a lot of things. Patient has not been one of them until now.
I mean, listen. When you're having video problems.
Yeah.
Am I in focus? I'm in focus, right?
Oh, yeah.
When you're having video problems and everything else is going on, you're pretty patient, dude. You're a
Okay.
pretty patient cat, if you will.
All right.
We got some people that are in here with us. We got a
do?
lot of people. My homie Jay is in the chat over on the book. Let me
What's up, Jay?
blow it up for him. And then Mindy Melton is in the chat.
What's up, Mindy?
The homie Bill Rose is in the chat.
What's up, Bill?
I think that's everybody over there on the Bookaroonie. We got over in the Twitchosphere, we got obviously Texas Soccer Mom.
What's up, Tex?
She's here. My homie Jay over on
Yep.
Twitch is here.
What's up, Jay?
Zed is in the house.
What's up, Zed?
Zed is the one you go to for the zombie. If the zombie
Yes.
apocalypse happens, that's the one you go to.
For sure.
Tiffany Fox is in the house.
What's up, Tiff?
My man Mikey V is in the house.
What's up, Mike?
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Raven is in the house.
What's up, Raven?
Did I forget anybody on the Twitchosphere?
I don't think so.
I think as of right now, it's just us over on the gramophone.
I see Hair Yoda 23.
Oh, hell yeah.
Girls at Velvet.
Oh, the Velvet Girls.
Yeah,
okay.
what's up? And then, of course, Tiger's Eye Media and PunFu Panda.
Oh, there we go. Woo-wee. Man, we got ourselves a show, sir.
All right.
A couple of topics that are on the ticker
Okay.
that were from last week because we didn't talk about them.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury retiring. And he's talking about it.
Yeah.
He's talking about it. We'll get into that. We got some interesting stories to talk about. A different take on what's going on with some of these stories. The director of Black Panther, is it Ryan Coogler? I think is his
I
name.
believe so. Yes.
Was arrested
Oh.
for attempted bank robbery.
Oh.
And we're going to talk about, is it a case of banking while black or is it a case of, I call it the pandemic blues. We'll talk about it. Cause it's not cut and dry. Like he was let go.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
We'll get to it. A couple of stories out of the vault. People tend to like, the feedback that I get is they kind of like my stories from my past, my past life.
All right.
Usually before I made it to this this state of Ohio. I know people like to say the great state of Ohio.
Yeah.
Let's just call it a state for now. Let's just.
I mean, are there any great states, to be honest? Because I can't think of one.
Here's the thing. No.
Exactly.
I really like DC, but DC's not a state. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yep.
There's wonderful states.
There are, yeah.
But I don't know if any of them are, if I would classify any of them as great, because no matter where you go, there's something, right? Like you got states where it's like crime is down.
Mm-hmm.
There's no real racism. Mm-hmm. There's not, you don't really hear a lot of sexist stuff coming out of that state. But then it's expensive as a motherfucker to live there.
Right?
You know what I mean? So it kind of shoots itself in the foot in a sense. I feel like this fucking, hold on, what happened to my, oh, the damn thing came out. There we go. The fucking thing that holds this in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put the camera on you while I do this.
Like obviously like New York and Cali are cool, but I have no ambition to go there.
They're cool. They're cool. I don't know if I would necessarily categorize them as great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I have no ambition. Like, I don't know.
I don't want to live in New York, and I know a lot of people tend to think that I'm hating on New York when I say that, but I don't want to live there. There's this guy, this YouTube channel that I watch, Cash Jordan. He's a real estate agent. He's always showing apartments and stuff in New York. Really dope channel. And he even talks about it. Like, dude, he showed up an apartment. This was a 2-bedroom. Oh, Heavenly Cheeks is in the house.
What's up, Cheeks?
What up, Cheeks? How you doing?
Yeah.
He was showing this apartment, dude. It's a 2-bedroom apartment.
Right.
And it's not gigantic. Honestly, this apartment is about the size of what I'm living in now. And this shit was $3,800 a month. And I'm like, what in the fuck? And it wasn't even downtown. It was like off in the cut. And the area that it was in didn't look great. Like, here's the thing. I like graffiti. I love graffiti. I love graffiti.
For sure. Yep.
The graffiti that I don't like is when it's just like kind of gang shit.
Yeah.
I like artistic stuff.
Yes.
I don't mind tags. Tags are dope.
Tags are cool.
Throw ups are dope. But when it's like, when you're starting to see like, you recognize it, like that's a gang.
Yeah.
I don't want to live around that. No. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
for
this is where these apartments are.
Yeah.
And they're freaking $3,800 a month. It's freaking bananas. I'm like, I don't understand how you justify that much on rent, but then again, I'm not the market. I'm not in the market. You know what I mean? I'm not, it's not my demographic. I do know that at last I checked, which was a couple years ago, it said 80% of the average New Yorker, 80% of their income goes to rent. And that's bananas.
Right?
That's crazy, dude. 80%?
Right? 80%?
So that means you got the government taking 50.
Yep.
Just out the gate.
Yeah.
Then the other 80, then there 80 more, 80 of what you got left. So out of your net, the government already took 50 of that. So you're already only getting 50% of your money, right?
Yep.
And then, did I shouted out Tiffany Fox, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I shouted out Tiffany Fox. She said she'll be back in a few. All right, we'll be here. Government already took 50.
Yeah.
So then what you have left, so let's say you made $200.
Yeah.
Government took 100, just out the gate.
Yeah.
100. We need that. We need that. And then now out of your 100, 80 goes to rent. 80 of that 100 goes straight to rent.
Yeah.
Like that is bananas. Oh, Mindy, what's going on? How are you? We shouted you out a second ago, but I'm gonna double up on it.
Changer's in the chat as well.
Oh, the homie Scott Powell is in the chat. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Yeah, that's some would say borderline insane.
Yeah.
Like, and there's no Tech said the other 20% goes to the mugger on the corner. Big facts. And the thing of it is there's no put on our background music. I forgot. I like to do a little background music while we do our thing. Yeah, there's no going back from that.
No.
Like, I know out in like LA, right? LA is expensive as fuck too. But LA has I think they have like rent control. Hey, out. Trying to sneak in here. He's about to smack your camera over. So like they can only raise your rent like a certain amount of time over the course of you being there. So a lot of people, when they move to LA, what they actually do is they take over a lease from somebody else.
Okay.
So that, like, I had a friend, she was living in LA. Her rent was like $1,200.
Yeah.
The people next door to her were paying, I think, either 28 or 3 for a 2-bedroom spot. And it's like, how the fuck is yours so much less? And she's like, rent control. I took over somebody else's lease.
Yeah,
so if you take over another lease, so there's a lot of people that live out there that way. But that's, dude, when it's getting to the point that rent is that insane, why would you want to live there?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, even if you got it, right?
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you could probably, for the amount that you're paying in rent, you could just buy. And here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy to me, right? This is bananas. It's so weird to me that, like, let's say you go to buy a house. They got to do a credit check to make sure that you're able to pay back the loan, right?
Yes.
Now, to me, if you've lived in the same spot for like 4 or 5 years and you've been paying $900, $1,500 a month on rent, I feel like that should be enough for them to be like, okay, I'm pretty sure this person can pay $670 for a mortgage. You know what I mean? Raven said rent is high than a motherfucker in New York City. I'm good. Yeah. And that's another weird thing. It's almost like conspiracy theory Thaiger. Let's put the caps on. Let me get mine. You want to throw yours on? There you go. There we go. We got our conspiracy theory caps on. It's almost like it's done on purpose to keep people paying rent.
Is it?
You know what I mean?
Really a conspiracy though? Is that really a conspiracy though?
Let's go. Okay. I mean, we already got our caps on. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For sure. Okay. All right. I'll go with it.
We already put them on. It's almost like this is done on purpose to keep people in rent places. Yeah. Now here's the thing. Me, I don't mind renting. I'm not really trying to buy a house
perks.
right now.
Yeah, it's got its perks.
I don't mind renting at all. But I know, like, I've been in this place for years.
Yes.
I know if I go to buy a house, they're going to be like, oh, sorry, we can't approve you for the loan. Yeah. Like, you're too much of a risk.
It's like, I just lived at the same place for
years.
10 years?
Yeah, years.
At least now, right?
Years. Brian, what up?
What's up, Brian?
But then Scott said you are explaining one of the myriad of reasons why NYC sucks. And you know what's crazy? The crazy thing about New York, right, is that New Yorkers don't like New York.
Right?
New Yorkers like New Yorkers.
Yes.
And now New Yorkers are some great people.
Yes.
Here's the thing about New Yorkers. I saw a meme that said New Yorkers are kind but not nice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And an example was, oh, Tiff, what is popping, girl? How you doing? Short hair Tiff.
Yeah, how are you, Tiff?
Pixie Tiff. The example that was given was if you have a stroller and you're at a New York City subway and you're at the top of the stairs, at some point, somebody's going to grab the front of the stroller and walk it down the stairs with you.
For sure, yeah.
They're not going to smile at you.
No.
They're not going to say, have a nice day.
No, but
they're going to help you because New Yorkers look out for each other.
Yes.
They're kind. They're not nice.
No, they're kind.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they're kind. Oh, Texas Soccer Mom just gifted a sub to Tiff. What up? That's what's up, man. Yeah. Tech said they're trying to get you out of the way. They're not trying to help. I mean, listen. 2 + 2 is 4, no matter how you look at it. But yeah, they're definitely they're kind. They're not nice. You have other places that people are nice, but they're not kind. You know what I mean? I can tell you that here, I've never seen something like that. I've never seen people go out of their way to help each other like that. Yeah. But I see them say, "Hey, have a nice day. Excuse me, thank you. Yes, yes, please." Stuff like that. But helping, so I was driving the other day, and there was like this big spool of wire that was on the street. And a bunch of like metal bolts. I had to, and like a can of kerosene. Yeah, had to have fallen off the back of a truck. This car stopped. I saw the car stopped. I started slowing around, went over, saw what was going on. So then I stopped, turned on my emergencies. He got out. He grabbed the, I think it was like cable or something like that. Okay. He grabbed that and started like walking it. So there was like 3 lanes. Yeah. So we're in 2 of the lanes to the left, and there's 1 more lane to the right. He starts walking it across to where like the sidewalk is, because we're going over a bridge to put it over there. We got people honking the horns. Oh yeah. I got out and I picked up all the bolts and stuff that was over there. So like I did what, because Sam was with me. She was like, "Yeah, there's bolts back there." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, let me grab those." Yeah. And there's people honking at us, looking at us like we're hindering their day. Oh yeah. Zooming around, and I'm like, man, are you in that much of a hurry that you can't wait like a couple of minutes? You know what I mean? Like the dude is actually helping us out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if you run that shit over, dude, your car's fucked. Oh, yeah. It may not be totaled, but you're going to maybe pop a tire. Yeah. It's going to stab something under there. Fluids are going to leak out. I don't know much about cars, but I know there's stuff under there that's nothing under something is ever that sturdy. You know what I mean? That's why dogs protect their underbelly. They don't want you getting to that. That's the vulnerable part. Yeah. The underside of the car, that's the vulnerable part, man. You stab some shit under there, it's curtains. You know what I mean? Yep. So this dude is doing his due diligence to get this shit out of the street. And people are honking and like, look, there was a chick in the car that was looking at me like, you would have thought that I literally stuck my thumb in her Cheerios this morning. Like, you would have literally thought that. And I'm just like, man, fuck all these people. So here, people are nice, but they're not kind. Yeah. They're not kind.
I mean, okay. I mean, because my cousin got gas thrown on him in New York. So, I mean.
Holy shit.
So.
For what?
Because he's a cop.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing about that. It's not acceptable at all whatsoever. I will say this though. I feel like that's a bit of a different situation. With New York City cops have been notoriously terrible for a very long time. It's like historically I'm not excusing this. Everyone, please understand. I am not excusing this. However, what I will say, and notice I didn't say but. No, I know. However, what I will say, that given the climate between people and New York City Police Department, it's not understandable. It's not what I'm about to say. I feel like it's in a different category. Okay. I feel like that shouldn't count against the kindness of New Yorkers with each other. There's been a war going on between them for a long. I mean, since I was a kid, I used to hear. For sure. It's bananas. Yeah. It's a lot better. Yeah. It's a lot. I mean, shit, dude. There's documentaries about.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, and unfortunately, your cousin, who is a excellent police officer, caught the shrapnel for a grenade that was thrown at,
for sure,
at the bad cops. Now, you shouldn't throw gas at a bad cop. I mean, here's the thing. You shouldn't, just like you shouldn't, people guilty of stealing shouldn't get killed. You know what I'm saying? So sure. I keep the same energy. Just like I say,
for sure you do.
Just because somebody was a criminal, they shouldn't have died either, unless they were, actually
taking someone's life.
Or threatening the life of the officer.
Sure. Yep.
The fucking bad cop shouldn't get gas thrown on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah.
They should be thrown in jail.
Yeah.
But they shouldn't have gas thrown on them. That's a whole ass. That's a whoo. Yeah. Imagine if a spark went off or something like that. I don't even know if gas works like that, dude. We see it in the movies.
Yeah, but I don't
know if it works like that. I think they debunk that on fucking Mythbusters. Like
they may
throwing
have.
A cigarette, a bunch of gas, and the shit blows up. Yeah. Either way, why take a chance like that? You know what I mean? Why take a chance like that? You shouldn't be throwing gasoline on another human being ever. Yeah. No matter what that human being does, unless that human being threw gasoline on you. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that human being threw gasoline on you, I could maybe excuse it a little bit, but if not,
Yeah.
I feel like there's no reason that you should be throwing gasoline on another human being at all whatsoever. Especially not not the cops out there. At the very least, dude, here's the thing. I got beef with bad cops. Me personally, right?
Yeah.
I am going to do my due diligence to make sure that my anger isn't misplaced.
Yes.
I'm not, you know what, Tex? I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I'm with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to do everything I can to make sure that, like, some of my really good friends, like downtown, here's the funny thing, dude. When I'm downtown, I spend a lot of time just standing outside talking to the cops.
You do.
You know what I mean? Just chopping it up with them. And a couple of them got upset one time when I was like, man, fuck these crooked cops, man. And they were like, yo, hey, I'm like, did you not hear the word crooked?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like did you not hear the word crooked in front of that? Like, come on, fam. Peppy No Neck is in the house.
What's up, Pops?
And Amy Williams is in the house.
What's up, Amy?
Formerly, I know her from Rock the House. I was about to say formerly and then mention her, I believe, maiden name. But that's, you know what? I kind of feel like that's disrespectful. Like mentioning somebody's maiden name. You know what I mean? It's almost like dead naming. It's almost like dead naming a trans person. Like when people call Caitlyn by their former name, Bruce, right? That's dead naming. I feel like talking about somebody's maiden name is kind of that same thing. Like if you're married now and your last name has changed and that's what you go by now, that's what people should call you. You know what I mean? Gonzo was in the chat.
What's up, Gons?
What up, Gons? How's it going? Tiff said, I might see you this weekend, Thaiger, going on a party bus Saturday. Okay. I'll be down. I got a packed weekend.
Yeah, you
I had a packed weekend, bro. I am at Lost on Friday.
Okay.
10 to 2. And then I'm at Barley for, I believe it's the St. Pat's in the Flats. 4 to 7.
Whew.
Yeah, 4 to 7.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Yeah, tell me about it. So 4 to 7, I'm doing that. And then Saturday night, 12 to 2, Barley House again.
12 to 2?
12 to 2.
Okay.
So I'm headlining Barley 12 to 2. Then I'm doing an after hours at the undisclosed warehouse spot at 4 a.m.
Man.
It's gonna be a long one, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a long one.
Yep.
It's gonna be a long one. On a
wait, you said you were at
Lost tomorrow. You should come out, man.
Then
Lost is pretty cool, man. It's a cool little concept, man. It's kind of chill. Tiff said, am I napping in between? Nah. I'm gonna just keep going. Yeah. I'm gonna just keep it pushing. Because if you stop, that's when if you stop, it's like dropping a piece of iron in a pool, dude. It just hits the bottom and sits there.
Yeah.
Like you got to keep going. If you keep moving, you're good.
That's how I am with naps.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna take a nap, I got to make sure that I know the rest of the day I'm just gonna be mellow. Yeah.
Like
don't ask for anything.
If you keep it moving.
Yeah.
Tiff said I wouldn't even be able to make it till 4 a.m. I mean, listen. This is why they pay me. Yeah, it's a cool concept, man. It's a little bit more. It's chill. It's not chill. It's definitely a club.
Yeah.
However, it's kind of geared towards people that aren't really into the downtown scene.
Okay.
Or people that used to go downtown
Yeah.
and don't anymore.
Okay.
So it's kind of them. A lot of throwbacks. It's a good time. It's a good time. It's definitely a good time. I tell people, like, I'm like, yo, if you don't like downtown, you'd probably like it.
Okay.
It's a lot. It gives me you know what? Where else is like Velvet Dog is kind of like that too, man. Velvet Dog is kind of like that.
Yeah.
I enjoy everywhere I DJ.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I enjoy everywhere I DJ. How have you been, sir?
I've been good.
How's your week been?
Pretty good.
Really?
Let's see.
Do tell, man. Elucidate.
Saturday went to my cousin who's in the Eagles tribute band.
Okay.
They played at Wagner's in Westlake. So Saturday we went to see them.
Okay.
Sunday met up with Britt and her brother.
Okay.
Down at the park.
Bozak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Down at the park.
How's she doing?
She's doing good.
How's her brother?
Good. Yep.
Awesome.
Both doing good. Kids are doing good.
Hell yeah.
Well, they're kids.
I know the kids are doing. That's all she ever posts.
Yeah, right.
So I know. so I know the kids are healthy. I see them every day. I never see her though.
And then Monday went to Raw.
Ooh.
With Will. Kayla had got Will 5 tickets, I believe.
Willie Makahincha?
Yeah, for
Hell
Christmas. Yeah. That was his Christmas gift, and then he could take whoever wanted. So he took the wrestling crew. So it was me, Sergio, Belsky, Julian, and Richie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How was that?
It was fun.
Man.
Yeah.
A live event.
Yeah.
Now, is it back to normal?
Yeah, there was no, because I called to make sure.
So you would have never known the situation ever happened.
I mean, you know people who wanted to wear masks.
Yeah,
they were wearing them.
Okay,
cool, fine, but you didn't need a mask to get in. Didn't need to show like proof that you were vaxxed or unvaxxed.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like here's my ticket, and then
go in.
So
hell yeah,
it was cool. It was definitely a good time.
I need to go to an event. I need to go to a live wrestling event at some point. I did go to an event Tuesday.
Did you?
This artist named Madion was in town, and John Doe opened. So it was John Doe did doors, and what that means is he DJs from when the doors open.
Okay.
He does like 50 minutes an hour or something like that.
Okay.
So he did doors, and then it was Young Bay after him. It was a young house DJ, pretty dope. And then Madion. The show was crazy.
Cool.
I went there to film John. John was like, "Hey, can you get a couple clips of me?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." So I did that. And while I was there, the guy that runs the Temple Live is at the Masonic Temple, the Cleveland Masonic Temple.
Okay.
So the guy that runs Temple Live was like, "Hey, if I toss you some loot," because he looked at my Instagram, and saw a couple of recap videos I did. Yeah. He's like, "If I toss you some loot, can you get some clips and get me like a 1-minute video?" And I was like, all right. But I was like, don't expect that, because I just showed up with one lens. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, don't expect it to be crazy cinematic, because I'm here with one lens. I usually would bring more than one. But I was like, yeah, I got you. Like, I can grab some clips. I can get enough to get you like a minute. He wanted like a 30-second recap video. I was like, we'll get you like a minute, maybe two 1-minute videos, or one 1-minute video, one 30-second video. Okay. So did that. John killed it all. Obviously, John killed it. Yeah. Oh, speaking of the devil, he's in the chat. Oh. One half of the Doe Bombers, Mr. John Doe.
What's up, John Doe?
Mr. John, I forgot the gummy bears dough. He was supposed to bring me the gummy bears Saturday. He forgot them. He forgot the hell out of them. Now they're in his car. They're sitting in his car.
At least they're in the car.
But yeah, you know what?
But that could be.
He might run in to grab something and leave his kids in the car.
And them.
Don't worry,
bears.
people. His kids are not babies.
Yeah.
He might leave them in the car, and that'll be the end of the gummy bear.
Yes.
and they're all the way. They're gummy bears all the way from Holland.
Oh.
So, man. But yeah, he killed it, and yeah, they asked me to film the rest of it, so I did that. The show was crazy, man. Madion's show was crazy. Yeah. He's an interesting character, man. It kind of feels like he's somebody who can't dance, so he just dances like Michael Jackson. Okay. Here's what he reminded me of. Mm-hmm. As far as him, the show was amazing. The lighting, the screens, all of it was dope as hell. Him as a person, his dancing, I'm just speaking, just his dancing. Sure. His music's amazing. Okay. Him dancing reminded me of, which one's the one that's still alive? Corey Haim, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It reminded me of Corey Haim dancing like Michael Jackson.
Okay.
So not quite Mike, but similar, but not quite Mike.
But not Mike.
Yeah. Madion kind of makes me think of like somebody that's like just this geek that makes dope music. Okay. And is just out here living out his dream to be a fucking pop star. Cause like he had a flat like hat on, fucking cloaks and shit. Like he did wardrobe changes. Yeah. And I'm looking, I'm like, this dude could not dance for shit, but God bless him, because he is living his best life. Right. John said looked like him too. Yeah, his outfit, like the outfit was Michael Jackson's. Okay. High waters.
Yeah. Okay.
He had the high waters on, the white button-up shirt. Yeah. Mike from The Way You Make Me Feel.
Okay.
Mike from that video. Yeah. All right. Imagine that, but with like a Zorro hat on. Okay. And then like a cloak every now and again. Okay. Dope. And here's the thing. I'm not taking away from the show at all. Yeah, I'm just saying these are the thoughts going through my head. Like when
Yeah.
I saw it, I'm like, this motherfucker's just living his best life.
Right.
This fucker probably used to dance like Michael Jackson when he was a little kid and was like, one day I'm gonna be on a stage, I'm gonna do that. And then started making music and was like, yo, I'm doing it.
Right? Hey.
When you see the video, you'll see it, dude. Straight Mike. But he was doing a lot of stuff live, man. The show was amazing, dude. The lighting was amazing. The choreography of the lights were amazing.
Okay.
This is an example. So I've talked about on here before how a lot of like big name DJs show up and don't DJ, or a lot of producers get booked to DJ, but they don't DJ. They just put the thumb drive in the CDJs. My beef with that is that a lot of times, John said needed clearance for the Oreo cookies. Yeah, he had Oreo cookies down there, and one of my buddies was like working the event, and I was like, hey man, go grab me some of them Oreos. Well, I asked John first. They wouldn't let him back down there. So my other homie, I ain't gonna say his name just in case he gets in trouble. He went and grabbed a few of the cookies, and then I guess Madion's stage or the main stage manager guy was like, he told him, was like, yeah, I grabbed some of those cookies from my friend, and Madion was like, or the stage manager was like, those are Madion's. And he goes to Young Bay, goes, I thought they were yours. And then Young Bay was like, and then he was like, well, they're mine now. I'm giving them to my homie. Oh man, it was fucking hilarious. But yeah, he when I talk about that, DJs that don't DJ, I get that they have to do the set and sync it with the light show and things like that. However, you don't need to be up there with 4 CDJs with basically $15,000 worth of DJ gear, because kids look at that and they're like, okay, I need to buy all this shit in order to be a DJ. And you don't. You really don't.
For sure.
You can do it on an iPad. You know what I mean? Like if your music selection is dope and you know how to make, like you really don't. However, the image that they're putting out there, and now everybody wants to, that's what everybody wants to use, to the point that if you show up with a 2-channel mixer like mine, people are like, what the fuck is this? Like what the fuck is happening here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like the way he did it, it is a pre-made set. However, he's not up there with a bunch of CDJs. So when kids look at him, they're seeing instruments, electronic instruments, but instruments.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And he's actually like playing a lot of them. He's doing solos over stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
I feel like, me personally, that's a way better image to push out. Like if you're gonna book a producer to do a show, have them do it that way, as opposed to, I feel like that's a lot better. Like John kept saying to me that it was one of the best like live shows that he's seen, and we've seen a lot of fucking DJs, and it didn't make sense to me when he first said it, and then it clicked. All these other fuckers showed up with CDJs, didn't DJ, and just had a thumb drive in one CDJ, and was jumping around throwing hand hearts and shit. You know what I mean? Like this dude was actually like doing shit. Like John said, his show was fire from beginning to end. Yeah. This dude was doing shit like the whole time. You know what I mean?
That's
whether
cool.
it's fucking going crazy on a snare drum, or on a kick drum, or on a sample, like redoing a sample. He was doing shit like the entire time.
That's cool.
It was really dope, and I feel like a lot of more people should see stuff like that, because then they see it, and then they're like, okay, that's what I need to do. I need to learn some instruments, because it's beautiful to learn music, dude. I wish. Oh yeah. Here's the thing. I wish I could like play something. I can play saxophone. But most of the shit I make, I use a keyboard. I can't play keyboard to save my life. I can program it, and you'll be like, man, you're pretty good on keyboards. Like, nah. I can sample somebody playing keyboards and make you think I played it, but nah. But it was a really dope show, man. I'm really glad that I got to see it, man. It was really dope. Really, really dope.
Cool.
I mean, he ain't Mike, but he was, he was there. John kept, when John was in one of the VIP sections, he was like, yo, come up here. And I kept texting him back like, yo, there's a shot I got to get. I was waiting for a shot. There was a part where this thing comes up out of the ground, and he's standing on it. And it goes like way the fuck up. Yeah. Well, I saw them warming that up, and I knew it was going to happen at some point during the show. Yeah. So I kept texting. I would text John back and be like, yo, I'll be up there after I get this shot. Yeah. I need this. This shot is important. Like all the other clips are just like the clips. Yeah. That's like the money shot. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, I need that shot. And the show ended. And I was like, this motherfucker didn't do it? Oh shit. I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked and I'm like, wait a minute, nobody's leaving. And the lights haven't come on. Let me get in position because it's going down.
It's about
to go down. He came back out and it went up. Okay. Like in the dark.
Oh,
and then when the lights came on, he was already up there.
That's
But
cool.
then I got the shot.
Yeah, that's
so,
cool.
John said my VIP section was litty. You mean the random VIP section they gave you? It was bananas up there, yo. There was a whole ass party up there.
Okay.
Like they were having a whole vibe up there, man. It was a good thing, man. It was a good show. It was a good show. And I'm gonna take that energy and do my thing when I DJ this weekend, man. I'm gonna do it to it. I think it's gonna be a good weekend. Yeah. It's a lot. But I like it. I like weekends like this where I'm doing a lot, especially like weekends like this for me. So here's the thing. People work a lot of time to make the money that I make DJing, right?
For sure.
And so because of that, whenever I never complain when I have like super busy weekends. Like I'm DJing 4 times this weekend?
Yeah.
I'm not 4 times this weekend. I'm not going to complain about that at all because at the end of the day, like there's somebody that's like digging a ditch in the wintertime. You know what I mean? To make what I make in a couple of hours. So you'll never hear me complaining. So I like busy weekends like this because it kind of balances things out. Like,
I mean, think about that. Like, you figure within a span of what? Maybe because you're doing that one thing at 4.
Yeah,
AM,
so I'm doing 3 hours that day.
So it's like in a span of 24 hours, give or take.
Yeah.
You're done for the week.
Yeah, the whole week.
If you want to be.
Yeah, the whole week.
You know what I mean?
And when you add up the hours,
it's only like,
was it like 4 hours
at
Friday?
Yeah. 3 Saturday during
4,
the day.
3 during the day. So that's 7. And then another 2.
That's 9.
It's 9 hours.
Yeah.
And then another the after hours
spot.
The after hour spot. So 10 hours.
10. Yeah.
A 10-hour work week.
Punch in, punch out.
Yeah. I can't complain about that at all. Oh, John, I am super grateful.
Oh yeah.
John said, "Be grateful." I remember digging a ditch. Yeah, dude. John used to work like a freaking slave, and I do not use that term loosely. John used to work like construction, like demo.
Yeah.
Where he would demo a whole fucking building, dude. Like John's hands. If you look at John's hands, they don't look like DJ's hands. They look like somebody that's just been like carrying concrete. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody's ever like, John said, I'm carrying a USB now. Yeah. Like, if anybody ever complains about John showing up with a fucking USB flash drive to DJ, like, oh, that's lazy, blah, blah. Listen, this motherfucker used to demo an entire building, right? For like 15 hours in a fucking day, and then carry 3-4 crates of records and turntables and a mixer to a club to DJ for like a couple of hours. You know what I mean? Till wee hours of the morning, get back up at 6 a.m. to do that shit all over again. Like that's motherfucker carry that USB. Motherfucker, if you don't want to listen, if I ever own a spot, motherfucker, if you don't even want to carry the USB and just upload that shit to a Dropbox, I'll have all the shit there. I'll have somebody transfer the files to the USB for you.
Yeah.
Cause that's a lot. I never did that.
Yeah, it is.
I never did that, dude. That's
like, I was thinking, like, speaking of that, I remember, like, cause like John sometimes would be like, oh, I gotta be at work in like 3 hours, and we'd be at the club. And then like I'd think about it and I'm like, fuck, like that was like for the first 5 years I worked at UPS, I was roofing.
Were you roofing?
I'd get up at like 6:30 in the morning, roof until whenever I had to go to UPS and go to UPS.
Fucking A, dude.
Oh yeah, it's Thursday night. Let's go to the club. Okay. Be up Friday by 6:30.
I'm spoiled as shit, dude, because my day job when I had one was working at a bookstore. I worked at a bookstore, dude, and I didn't even do truck. Like, I just was in the store.
I mean, hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
Like, I didn't even unload the truck.
That's a different kind of labor. That's mental.
Here's the thing, though. It's not. I mean, it's not even labor. I can't even. You know what? I won't disrespect other people's jobs by calling that labor, because I literally all I did was I would pick up some magazines that people left in the fucking cafe, and put them somewhere for somebody else to put away.
But you were dealing with the public. See, I did the jobs I do because I don't do well with public.
I still deal with the public though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like, that's why I work at a warehouse. That's why I roofed. I didn't have to deal with the everyday people.
True. Facts. You're right.
So you had, for that, there's a whole different mentality for that.
It's true.
That's a different strength.
It's definitely true. But you know what? I will say this though. It's definitely not the same as, like, I could work all day at that bookstore and then go out that night and go dancing and then go DJ. No problem. The bookstore didn't take
it
didn't take nothing out of me, man.
Yeah.
Carrying all that shit, like y'all's jobs was dude, you could have fell off a roof.
Oh, I almost did.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all job had danger.
Granted,
the most that's going to happen to me is a paper cut.
Granted, it was my fault, but
was it really your fault?
Well, Saturday morning, it was the year it was 2002. So I graduated, obviously. Oof. So the fall after I graduated.
So let me guess, you were drunk Friday?
No.
Oh, okay.
But the Buckeyes were playing.
Oh, the Buckeyes played Friday?
No, at noon. It was Saturday.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a Saturday morning. We had to finish a job, and it was, Buckeyes kicked off at noon. And that was the year we went undefeated and played Miami in the championship. So that whole year. Really quick,
Polly Chaser said, looks like one hell of a realistic game. May I suggest a bow and arrow to kill off that AI dude? Oh, my God. What's up, Polly Chaser? How you doing, man? How you doing? Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
Buckeyes were having a bit of trouble, and then they came back, and they won the game on the last play, and I just, forgot where I was, and I was, started jumping up and down, and...
Oh, wait, so
I was on a roof.
Were you listening to the game?
Yeah, we had the little radio, up on.
Oh,
yeah.
So y'all were like real blue collar workers.
Yeah.
Like with a radio.
Oh, yeah, had it up there. Yeah, sitting on the chimney.
And you started jumping up and down.
And I forgot where I was. And
you know what? Blame the roof. We're blaming the roof. Polly said, doing great. How are you two doing? We're doing good, man. We're doing good.
Very good.
We got a couple of topics today. Today is episode 69, so we're just kind of winging it, but we got a couple topics that we're gonna chat about. Yeah, man. My only day job has been a fucking bookstore, dude. Okay. And that didn't really take much. He said 69. We know what's coming. Oh, John Doe just shared. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's. I think the only other job I had was I worked security at a fucking music store.
Okay.
Loss prevention. Yeah. I basically sat in the office, looked at the cameras, and if anything looked weird, I'd come out there and be like, "Hey, don't do that." That's literally all I did was I'd be like, "Don't do that."
Yeah.
Go away. He said 70, you perverts. 69, I know what's coming. 70, you perverts.
Yeah, right?
Oh my God, Polly is hilarious, dude. He is hilarious. Yeah, man, we got ourselves a humdinger of a show. Okay. We're gonna get into a couple of things. Cool. A couple of 2, 3, 3. I'm officially starting Project Flat Stomach.
Okay.
Flattening the curve of my belly for the summer season, so I can I'm bringing sexy back, as they say. Yeah. I hate when people say that. They're like, "Oh, I'm bringing sexy back." Like, motherfucker, you still ugly. Like, I don't know.
Right? I know a bunch of sexy overweight people.
Hell yeah.
And I know a bunch of ugly in shape people.
Hell yeah. You know what I mean?
And vice versa.
Like, don't let me forget I'm ugly. You know what I mean? I'm bringing fit back. That's what I'm bringing back. I ain't bringing sexy
How
back.
about healthy back?
I'm bringing healthy back. Well, here's the thing. I'm pretty healthy.
No. Yes.
Well, because I tested myself. I went for a run.
Okay.
Did a few fucking miles. You know what I mean? Like, I'm healthy.
Yeah.
Didn't feel crazy. Right now, my shoulder's kind of weird. I have
How's that doing?
It's doing all right. I figured out what it is. It was not dislocated. It's they call it like frozen shoulder or some shit like that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
They say the recovery, like if you just leave it to its own devices, it can take up to 2 years.
Yeah.
But if you do like these exercises and stretch it and shit like that. John said I'm bringing cupcakes back. Oh, Polly said, "Did you forget what it looks like under the mountain and now going to put in the work to be able to look again?" Yes. I mean, there's no mountain. There's a hill.
Bobo's in the chat.
Bo said, have you seen Zendaya? Bro, sexy ain't going nowhere. You know, here's the thing, man. She's not my cup of tea. Oh, my homie Ducky is in the chat.
What's up, Ducky?
What up, Ducky? How you doing? Zendaya's a beautiful woman, man, but she's not really my thing. She's very... I like a more curvaceous figure on the women. Mm-hmm. The women that I'm attracted. Let me say that again. I am attracted to a more curvaceous figure, and she's not that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
She's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling her ugly by any stretch of the word. I'm just not attracted to what.
Yes.
You know, I'm not picking up what she's putting down.
Yeah.
Now, I am not going to yuck anybody's yum. You know what I mean? I am not yucking anyone's yum. Yeah, Polly, Zendaya. I'm not yucking no one's yum, man. If you find her beautiful, that is wonderful, and I'm glad that you enjoy, looking at her. And if I ever met somebody that was like dating somebody like that, I wouldn't be like, dude, you're crazy. Why are you dating her?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, yo, I'm happy for you, man. Do your thing.
Just because you're not attracted to someone,
everybody likes different shit. I don't want everybody to like what I like,
right?
Because then it's more for me. You know what I mean? Polly said, not going to mess up my search engine.
Smuggling ham.
John said, donkey booty, smuggling ham.
Yes.
Big facts. Now, the reason why I wanted to correct the way that I said that is because I don't want to, I've been doing a lot of thinking about like some of the things that I say. And I don't mix my words.
Yeah.
I try to always say what I mean and not mix my words. That way people can take me at face value.
Yeah.
And saying that, well, I like a woman that so-and-so and so-and-so, right? It feels like, to me feels, I don't want to say elitist, but it feels like, oh, you need to do this to get my attention. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't want to come across that way.
Okay.
I don't want to come across that way. So I would rather say what I am attracted to is this. You know what I mean? Because when I feel like when I say, well, I like women that this, that, and the third, it's like I'm telling women what they need to do to be beautiful. And that's not my intention, nor do I want that to be accidentally what I'm doing. The other half of the Dobamas is here. Coco. Coco is here. What's up, Coco?
What's up, Coco? How are you?
Our other native Dutch woman.
Yeah.
Polly's our native Dutch man.
Yep.
And Coco is our native Dutch woman. John said, if you can put a big can of tomato sauce on it, let's fucking go. Facts. That's facts.
Oh man.
Surprise.
You are spitting nothing but facts, sir. That is factual. That is factual. That is 100% factual. Hang on. Did we not get a notification for that? Should be coming through any moment. There it is.
There it is. Yep.
Oh, does it not talk anymore?
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Load up for Coco for the 50 stars.
You, Coco.
Appreciate you, Coco. Appreciate you. Polly said no matter how beautiful she is, someone somewhere is sick and tired of her shit. I feel like that goes for us too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because listen, I'm a charming dude. I'm a charming guy. And I can tell you, I personally know women that are sick and tired of my shit. Like what? Like I can tell you, I can damn near count them. Are we dropping frames? No, it doesn't look like it.
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I can tell you, man.
Yeah.
So John, it didn't forget the it just didn't talk for some reason. I gotta work on that. It's not doing the voice to text. I will work on that. I'll have it fixed for next podcast. Yeah, there's definitely women out there that are sick of my shit. 100%. I can guarantee it. Some of them might end up in the chat later. Who knows? So, oh man, Polly said, and me, but I will deny that till the day I die. Oh man, yeah, man. No matter what, there's somebody's always sick of. Everybody that's out there, somebody's sick of them. Mm-hmm. Somebody is sick of them. You know what's crazy? So somebody told me a long time ago, hate kills the person doing the hating quicker than it kills the person being hated. And I noticed that so much. Yeah, it's deep, right?
Yeah.
Hate kills the person doing the hating quicker than it kills the person being hated. The person doing the hating will see that person and it will fuck up their whole day. Betty Brooks just showed up in the chat.
What's up, Betty?
Hello. How are you? Greetings and salutations. Like you'll see somebody you hate and it will fuck up your whole day.
Yeah.
If you're actually hating that person, it'll mess up your whole day. They don't even know you saw them.
Yeah, right. Yes. They don't even
realize you saw them.
Right.
There's people that I know there's women that hate me and they see me, they might go out and see me DJing. It fucks their whole night up.
Yeah.
Because I'm up there shining like a motherfucker.
Right.
Glistening.
Yeah.
Glistening.
Right.
And it fucks their whole night up. I don't even find out they're there until like the next day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Until like the next day, somebody was like, yeah, so-and-so was there, dude. She was pissed. Like, okay.
All right. That's good for her.
Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Right. I was just doing my job.
I was doing what I do. Polly said, I hate everyone equally. I got this down, mate. Oh, man. John said, thank God Coco might still deal with deal with his bullshit. Yeah. He said, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, man. Maybe. Coco didn't say anything. She didn't answer.
She didn't. Nope.
Coco damn sure didn't answer. She said, Mike, depends on the day. Oh, my sister Liz is in the house. What's up, Liz?
What's up, Liz?
Yeah, she said, depends on the day. And then John said, let them hate as we smile and walk through. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Here's another crazy thing, man. Like, so one of my best friends, Unique, right?
Yep.
Mike. Mm-hmm. So me and him.
It's a good name.
Right? Me and him hated each other when we met.
Okay.
First time we ever met. We lived in the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Went to the same school. Hated each other. Like it would literally, he talked about it. He was like, he would see me and it would fuck up the rest of his day. Really? Like, that's how much we didn't even know each other. we hadn't even officially been introduced.
Y'all just like some little kids just hating for no reason.
Literally, we were little kids at this time. Like we were teenagers.
Not even knowing each other, just hating.
Not even. Here's the thing. He had a flat top.
Okay.
And I was just like, I don't like the way that motherfucker's face looks. You know what I mean? Like I literally just didn't like him just from his face. Yeah. I just didn't like him. He was like,
which is the most honest to God hating, because kids.
Yeah. Oh, it's happened.
Tell it like it is.
It's happened again since then. I didn't like Cam when I first met him.
I know. Oh, I know.
But let me finish about Mike real quick. So we hated each other.
Yeah.
Like to the point, like he was talking shit about me. Like,
okay.
if that motherfucker say something, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Oh shit.
I was saying the same shit about him. And then one day, our friend, another Mike, we call him Homer because his last name is Homer.
Yeah.
Was chilling, and we were all of us together. We were in a group. We were at one of the parks in the neighborhood, like with the slides and the swings and shit. And Mike was cracking jokes and I was cracking jokes. Okay. And we were like laughing and was like, we got the same fucking sense of humor.
Yeah.
And I mean identical, bro. Like identical. And then we were just, Ashley Hamburg's fine ass is in the chat. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley.
How you doing, girl? How you doing? Yeah, we started chopping it up and realized, dude, we had so much in common. Mm-hmm. Like, I was basically hating myself. You know what I mean? It was, at that point, it was basically self. And like, we here's the thing. He never told me that he hated me. I never told him until like a year into our friendship. Okay. People are like, dude, you two are inseparable. And I was like, oh, what just happened?
Is that an hour already?
Yeah, that's the gramophone fucking up. Until like a year into our friendship, and I was like, yeah, I hated this motherfucker when I first saw him. And he was like, yo, me too. He was like, me too, man. And we talked about like, yeah, we couldn't stand each other when we first met, man. It was serious. It was real out here in these streets. But yeah, that's my homie. That's my homie. Oh, yeah. Same thing with Cam. I couldn't stand Cam when I first met him. Oh my goodness, dude. I could not stand him at all whatsoever when I first met him. John said, never judge a book by its cover. Fuck that cover, dude. Fuck the whole book. Coco says she used to hate Sarah. Now we're best friends, vacationing together and all. Yeah. Hate and love are not too far apart. Right. Yeah. There's a song called There's a Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Yep. It's true. Mm-hmm. It's true.
There is.
Some of the things that happen when somebody hates someone happens when they love them. Yeah. Like when you see like a murder, right? And it's like, oh, somebody got stabbed in the head 15 times with a spoon. A lot of times investigators will be like, whew, that's love. That motherfucker was in love. That ain't hate.
Right?
You know what I mean? Because only love does that shit.
Up close and personal.
Right. Hate will make you stab somebody in the side maybe 10 times, but stabbing somebody in the head 15 times with a spoon, that's love right there. That's a disgruntled boyfriend, disgruntled girlfriend. Bo said, I still hate my friend Brandon. It's been 10 years. I can't seem to get rid of that motherfucker.
Jesus. Yeah. Bo, let it go, bro.
Oh, man. Let it go, man. Let it go. Let me restart the gram machine real quick. You can entertain the people.
Yeah, Bo, come on, dude. You need to.
Oh, man.
I mean, because at this point, you just hurting yourself.
Right. Right. Exactly. 100%. I know that people can barely hear me, but I'll be right back with y'all in just a second. There's got to be a more streamlined way to do this.
Oh, he said he was just Josh and bro's his dude, or Brandon's his dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well then.
I mean, listen, you never know, man. You never know.
Never know.
You still might hate him. Yeah, John, with a spoon. Jackie P is in the chat. The Panda mom.
Oh, what's up, Mom?
I
believe my brother's watching the stream too because you just sent me a picture.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? Wait, did he have a?
I think he's probably on YouTube.
Wait, he hasn't had a kid yet, has he?
No.
Oh, I was about to say.
No.
He's married. He's married.
Yeah, they're married. Yeah. I mean, he's got two fur. They got 2 fur babies, but 2 cats.
Doesn't count. Jackie P just said hi. What up?
What's up, Mom?
Instagram needs to get their shit together with streaming. Because now you can schedule a stream. You can schedule a live on Instagram. They need to just go ahead and give in and let people.
Yeah, he said he's on YouTube. Sorry.
Oh, he's on YouTube. Okay, he's on the tube.
Yeah. Oh, we can't say.
Yeah. He's on YT. They need to just go ahead and let people. I know, and I've already said the gram like 5 times. They need to just go ahead and let people stream from their streaming software or their streaming hardware. Yeah, dude. Really quick, something that I was supposed to talk about last week. One Mr. Tyson Fury is talking about retiring after his next fight. And if he wins that fight, that means that he will go out undefeated. Oh, and it brought up something. Going out on top, right? Have you ever noticed? Oh, Pep is on the FB as well.
Oh.
Look at Pep. Look at Pep moving it around. So here's the thing. Why is it that so the topic I have on the ticker is going out on top and why people don't like it. Why is it that people don't like if somebody retires from something undefeated? It's almost like it's taboo,
right?
You don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather retires undefeated, and everybody's calling him a chump for not taking fights. This dude is 44, 40 something. He's 40 something.
Yeah.
Let him retire.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's done. That's it.
I think it's like, especially when someone's undefeated like that, like with Habib, Floyd, if Tyson Fury wins and retires undefeated. For something like that, like I think it's just because so they could say, "Ha, you lost."
Right.
You know what I mean?
People tend to like the failure more than they like the accomplishment.
Yeah.
And here's what's crazy. Floyd capitalized on that.
He did.
Because he knew everybody was watching to watch Floyd lose.
Yep.
Nobody was watching. I mean, I always watched and hoped that he'd win.
Yeah.
A lot of people were watching. Most people were watching hoping that he would lose.
For sure.
Case in point, when he fought Mr. McGregor, right? There were so many people that fly American flags and are good old boys and USA first and all these people, and they were rooting for McGregor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the Irishman. They're rooting for McGregor. But like, dude, you got an American flag tattooed on your arm.
Right.
You're not rooting for the American guy?
Right.
I just want him to smash this piece of shit and blah, blah. And then I'm like, what in hell makes you think he's even going to come close to smashing anyone in a boxing ring, let alone Floyd Mayweather?
And not even smash. You like what do you like hit?
Yeah, like, you know what I mean. And then their sources, their thing was, oh well, he took him to however many rounds. I'm like, you realize Floyd carried that fight until those later rounds, and it was like, okay, it's curtains. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same thing with Logan Paul. Oh, I can't wait to see Logan Paul smash Floyd. Really?
Really?
Logan Paul's been boxing for like a half hour.
Right. Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Here's the thing, man. God bless Logan Paul and his brother.
Right?
You know what?
They're doing their thing.
They're doing their thing. They're bringing a lot of money to, to some fighters and things like that. I'm here for it. Bozak is here.
Oh.
Get the Bozak. Get the Bozak. Get the Bozak.
What up, Britt?
What up, Britt? I always have it backwards when yeah, Polly. I'm not big on the celeb fighting. However, it is bringing awareness to fighter pay and things like that. But that's a whole other topic. The topic I'm talking about is, so like, why do we want Tyson Fury to get beat? By all accounts, he's a good dude. Him and fucking Deontay Wilder, good dudes, right? Fighting for the right reasons, supporting their family. Tyson Fury's a good guy. You know what I mean? If he goes out undefeated, like, I'm happy for him, man. Do it to it. There's people that are like, oh, he's running from this person. They're already starting that talk. You know what I mean? This motherfucker mentioned, I might retire after the next fight.
Right.
And they're he's running from this person. Oh, this is the next person that this is the reason. I've already seen posts on Snapchat and all this shit, like sports outlets. This is the reason that Tyson Fury is retiring. And I'm like,
which that's always been weird to me too. Cause it's like, all right, obviously people age. It's what we do.
Right. It's what happens.
Father Times.
Wait, hold on. Let me touch on this. Bo. Conor, the only reason Conor tagged him is because Floyd led him. And what I mean by that is Floyd said before the fight, he's going to fight a different fight and he's going to get hurt and he's going to move forward the entire time.
Fight. Yeah.
Once Floyd turned it on, you notice Conor didn't hit him at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now back to our previously scheduled programming. Jay said, I hope if Fury does retire, that he doesn't retire back into poor mental health and substance abuse.
Yeah.
Retire on top for sure, but a lot of boxers don't know what to do after they leave the stage. How do you replace the highs?
For sure.
And the thing about that, I feel like with Tyson and people like Habib and things like that, I feel like Tyson has already figured that out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think he has.
He's been through enough and he came out the other side like glistening. He made it. He made it. He survived a lot. And I think it's a different mentality when you're coming from that. And just like Habib, right? Habib comes from a different mentality.
Yep.
It's not flashy. He even talks. He's like, why would I keep fighting? For money? I have plenty of money.
Right.
He's like, I have more money than I ever know what to do with.
Yep.
Like that dude people don't realize Habib was making money not just from fucking UFC, but brand deals in his country.
Yep.
He's basically the president of Dagestan unofficially. You know what I mean? Like that dude is paid.
Yeah.
And he's like, I have more money than I know what to do with. Like I'm good for the rest of my life. I'm good. And now he trains other fighters.
Yep.
I feel like Tyson will probably do that same thing. I think Tyson, if I'm not mistaken, I've heard about some investments that he's made. He's made some solid investments. He's doing some things. He's not out here being reckless with his money, the way that people accuse Floyd Mayweather of being, but I think there's more to that story that people aren't realizing. A lot of people like to call Floyd broke, not realizing that he has money from fights that he hasn't even dipped into yet. You know what I mean? This dude has made billions off of boxing. Yeah. It's really hard to go broke from that, even reckless spending.
Right? Yeah. Like,
you know what I mean?
And not to mention, like, the dude just wins every bet. Like he's probably.
Bo said, did you notice that Mayweather got tagged with a body shot in the 6th round and played it off like a low blow? Yeah, but Bo, be that as it may, it's a fight.
Yeah, like
people get tagged. Here's the thing: things like that are kind of grasping at straws.
Yeah,
because McGregor was 100% outmatched in that fight.
From jump.
There was no way that McGregor was going to finish that fight.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to finish Floyd.
Yeah.
Hitting him with a shot here and there. It's
going to happen.
Floyd's been hit with shots.
Yeah.
Floyd has a chin. We've seen Floyd rocked. You know what I mean? So he's been hit before, but McGregor was outmatched in that fight.
Oh,
he's got some work to do in boxing.
A lot of
Paulie
work.
said that point when you stand in the ring and are willing to take a beating, take some major balls. Polly said, easy to miss that. Yeah. True. Bo also said, Habib is a legit millionaire and drives a normal Toyota truck. Yeah. Like he said, it's, and I feel like Tyson Fury is not a flashy dude.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic. I think if he does retire and retires on top, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, I think
he'll be fine as long as he can deal with the people calling him out.
Yeah, for sure.
Habib has been retired for how long now? Like a year or two?
Year and a half?
And there's still people in the UFC trying to call him out.
Right.
Like, why?
It's like...
like why? He was scared to fight me.
Which
really?
might actually be the most scariest Habib.
Yeah.
Because think about it. Like, this dude is well off retired. Like, he's made it clear.
Good. Yeah.
I'm retired.
He's good.
So if he ever got back into the octagon, it's because somebody severely pissed him off.
He's only coming back to beat the shit out of whoever.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, oh shit. He's coming back? Yeah.
Right.
Fuck.
For who?
Like
you motherfucker, you called him out.
Yeah, you talked on.
I didn't say shit.
Wasn't me saying it.
Yeah.
He said, agree to disagree, fellas. I feel like McGregor had a puncher's chance. Any fighter has a puncher's chance.
Yeah.
We're not really agreeing to disagree. Any fighter has a puncher's chance, like 100%. I've always said he has a puncher's chance. Short of a knockout, though, he was not going to win that fight.
No.
He would have had to have knocked him out.
Yeah.
And the problem is, if he does that, just from the science of fighting, if he's to knock Floyd out, he's going to have to do it within the first 2 to maybe 3 rounds. And that's simply because of McGregor. We know that McGregor gasses after a certain amount of time. His gas tank is not good. Now, here's the problem. In order for him to knock him out, he's going to have to plant his feet and fucking throw. Yeah. You know what I mean? Floyd's going to see that coming from a mile away. So your puncher's chance, usually a puncher's chance like this, but then when you start adding in skill, technique, the puncher's chance gets smaller and smaller. So his puncher's chance was a very small window. He had it. Yeah, for sure.
He did.
There is a puncher's chance. It's just not, the window of it is not very big. No. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially, like, you have to think, like, could he, Conor's got power, but those are with the UFC gloves.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, there's a lot of things to take into account. He was fighting with bigger gloves, which slow him down.
Yep.
Even if it's ever so slightly, they slow him down. They're different. As somebody that has fought MMA, still actively trains, like fighting with smaller gloves and fighting with bigger gloves, it throws you off. It throws you off a little bit. Yeah. You're right. He had a puncher's chance. It's just, like I said, that window of opportunity. It's like Luke Skywalker firing into a little 2-foot.
Yeah, right? To blow up the Death Star.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that.
That was his window.
Star, yeah, that was his window.
He didn't have the Force helping him.
Yeah, he did not have the Force.
Nope.
The Force. Yeah, once it got into, so that first round, I was like, okay, let's see what's going to happen.
Yep.
My main thing was people were like, he's going to whoop his ass, and I'm like, there's no way in hell. He's not outboxing Floyd.
No.
Floyd is going to box the shit out of him. If he catches him, that's a total different thing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If he catches him, that's a different thing. But he wasn't going to outbox him. There's no way in hell he was going to outbox him. Like, he just learned boxing a couple years ago. Yeah. Floyd's been boxing since he was a child.
Yeah.
So there's just a different set of
Olympics.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when Brock Lesnar first came to the UFC and he fought Frank Mir, right? Frank Mir knee-barred him. Brock was the bigger, stronger fighter, the tougher fighter,
and thought he could just win with his
exactly. And
size.
And when people were like, "Yo, I'm kind of shocked," and I was like, "I wasn't." Now Brock learned and then came back.
Yeah.
But that first fight, I knew it was gonna go the way it went, and simply because right now Brock is learning jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Frank Mir is working on techniques that Brock has never even heard of.
For sure.
Like Frank Mir is working on techniques and setup of things that are like so far removed from the beginner class
that Brock doesn't even know what the hell is
you know
going
what I mean?
on.
Like Brock doesn't know the difference between a omoplata and a go-go plata. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to diss Brock. He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
But historically, jiu-jitsu cats prey on wrestlers.
Yeah.
So I kind of knew how it was going to go. For sure. Technique. Brock got in there and he was beating on him. He was beating on him, and then he left that leg there.
Yep.
you don't do that. You know what I mean?
Getting back to what you said, it was almost like, because thinking back at the fight, it was almost like Frank knew that. Like, I could get him technique-wise because he doesn't know setups. He kind of set Brock up to get knee barred.
You know what it is? Frank had that window of opportunity.
He did.
He had that Death Star window of opportunity.
Yep. And
he had the Force.
He had the Force that night. Yep.
He had the Force. And then the next fight, he didn't have it.
He didn't have it. No.
That next fight, he didn't have it. He didn't have it at all.
Yeah.
Polly said McGregor knows how to hype things up, and that played a major part of how the match was anticipated.
Yep.
Also because he was on everyone's lips at that point. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. My biggest issue with that fight is the people that, like I said, the people that are like America first, and they were rooting for Conor, but also the people that were like, well, Floyd wouldn't step into the cage when it was McGregor that called Floyd out.
Yeah.
So because Floyd was the champion, McGregor called him out.
Yeah.
McGregor has to go to where he's at.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And to be honest, at that point, McGregor wasn't willing to step into the cage either because he didn't defend neither one of those belts that he had.
Yeah.
So,
right.
You know.
Just held up a freaking 2 weight classes for what, 2 years?
A good 2 years. A good 2 years.
Like everybody was upset with Stipe and Ngannou. It's like, well, at least they had medical reasons.
Yeah. Stipe's whole eye almost felt like Stipe's eye was fucked up.
And Ngannou, wasn't his knee, right? Yeah,
his knee. His knee. Like, right now, Ngannou was fighting on a bum knee when he fought.
When he fought Ciro.
Polly, so McGregor made 100. Floyd made way more than that.
Yeah.
Because it was under his promotion. He said, I agree with you on some of that, fellas, but McGregor is a solid boxer, though. Guys landed several shots. Mayweather is obviously more skilled boxer, though. McGregor is, I'll say this, Bo. McGregor is a solid striker.
Yeah.
Boxing is a different thing. McGregor has good MMA boxing.
He does.
He has more than solid. He has excellent MMA boxing.
He even said that, actually.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't, again, I'm paraphrasing, but it was along the lines of like he misjudged the MMA boxing and actual boxing.
Yeah. Actual boxing is listen, man, like I said, I've been striking my whole life. I've been doing Muay Thai my whole life. And then Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu most of my life. And I've gotten in a boxing ring and sparred with a boxer. This kid was like 13. This fucker hit me with whatever he felt like hitting me with. It's a whole different thing. The stance is different. The movement is different. The footwork is different. Most of McGregor's wins come from knockout.
Yep.
The dude has knockout power in MMA.
Yeah.
However, boxing is a bit different. I can't say that he's a solid boxer, but
he's a striker.
He's a more than solid striker.
Yeah.
And his MMA boxing, his timing in MMA, as far as like boxing goes, is more than solid. It's excellent. It's excellent.
Yeah, for sure.
Polly said, he's definitely a hell of a fighter. No one can take that away from him. Talking about McGregor.
Yeah.
He goes, but so is Mayweather. You don't become champion if you suck. This is facts.
Yep.
This is what I don't understand why a lot of people didn't realize. Like, yo, he's a multi-divisional champion.
He is.
In boxing.
Yep.
They don't just hand you that.
Yeah.
You gotta beat people.
Yeah, you got
You gotta beat people that are hungry as fucking trying to take your head off. You know what I mean? Like you gotta win that. You don't just they don't just hand you that.
And it's not like he ran from anybody. People say the whole Pacquiao thing, but that was both sides. I don't think both those dudes wanted to fight each other at that time.
I'll say this. This is what I'll say. I think they did want to fight each other.
Okay.
I think what got in the way was Pacquiao's management. See, because Pacquiao has a boss.
He does.
Floyd is his own manager.
Yeah,
so if Floyd says, yes, I'll fight you, that's legally binding. He's the manager. He's the booking agent.
For sure.
So he could do it.
About that, yeah.
It's Pacquiao's team.
Yeah, he has to go through.
Yeah. And here's the thing, man. People that think it's not about money, no one's going in there and getting hit in the head for free.
No. Yeah, right.
So you know what I mean? Because you don't know. The thing I'll say about the money is this. You don't know if that's your last time stepping in there.
For sure.
You could get hit, fall wrong, and some weird shit happens. So you want to get paid for what you're doing. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Nope. There's nothing wrong with negotiating.
Nope.
So as far as that fight, I don't think either one of them was from running from each other. I think the whole needle thing, like the drug testing, using a needle, Mayweather was saying that Pacquiao didn't want to use the needle for the drug test. He wanted to use other methods. I think that was all PR or whatever. Yeah. They fought when they fought.
They did.
You know what I mean? They did. And we got the fight. And it was a good fight.
It was.
Yeah. It was a good fight. Bo said, I think he got Canelo when he was too young, but he beat some dogs. Here's the thing about that, Bo, is Floyd cannot choose when he was born.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? it's like if I'm on my way out and you're on your way in and you make your way to the championship fight, I got to fight you.
Yeah, for sure.
And we don't really, you're right. First of all, let me start. You're right. Canelo was too young.
Yeah.
Yes. However, Canelo was also a dog at that time. Yeah. Reed, what's popping, bro? What's popping, brother? Canelo was a dog at that time.
Yeah.
And you know, Mayweather doesn't get to choose when he was born.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because Mayweather had been in the game for so long and Canelo hadn't.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You got to fight. You made it here. No.
Oh, he just came all the way.
No. Out. You know what I'm saying? Like the game, it is what it is. Polly said, sport is a game of generations. It is what it is.
Yep.
Exactly. He was the next up and coming generation. Floyd wasn't ready to pass the torch.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Floyd never passed the torch.
No.
So you got to take the torch. So it's not. I'll say this, and I am not a Floyd Mayweather apologist, but when it comes to when it comes to combat sports, which I am a huge fan of, you get what you get, and be careful what you wish for.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You may wish to fight the top dog, and then you get there,
and then
prime example, Francis Ngannou.
Yep.
Some could argue that Francis Ngannou was too young in the sport when he fought Stipe the first time.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't ready.
Which he was.
He was.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
You asked for it, here it is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Canelo wanted to fight Mayweather.
Yep.
He asked for it. Here it is. Didn't go the way that you thought it was going to go. But Canelo's a better person for it.
Yep.
If Canelo beats Mayweather, who knows if we have the same Canelo.
For sure.
You know what I mean? There's nothing for him to work on. If Ngannou beats Stipe that first time, then
who knows what happens?
I feel like he loses his next fight. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't feel there's anything for him to work on.
Yeah.
I'm top dog. You know what I mean? There's nothing that needs repairing. There's nothing that needs fixing. But clearly there was. Clearly there was some holes in his game.
Yeah.
And he was a wrestling motherfucker in his last fight.
Dude. That was beautiful to watch.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah, it was.
From a wrestling standpoint, I was
impressed. Polly said, having said that, I bet Mike Tyson in his peak would be insane now.
Oh.
Something that people forget about Mike Tyson is that Mike Tyson was an excellent defensive fighter. His defense was impeccable. His defense in his prime was damn near impenetrable. You know, his head movement was crazy.
Yep.
Both said on a torn ACL. Francis said he is.
Oh yeah,
he is.
Yeah.
All that on a torn ACL, bro. And how smart was it to wear braces on both knees?
Yeah.
That's genius. That's genius.
It was like the level of genius behind that.
Yeah. His team,
right?
His team was like, listen, we're gonna put braces on both knees.
Cause you know, like you're more of a fighter. We're fighters. Like you've done it more. I've just trained at your school. But it's like no fighters thinking about that.
No.
Fighters have one-track minds. This is hurt. I'm protecting this.
And I'm not going to let them know that this is her.
Right.
But the corner's like, okay, well, look, if you're going to wear a brace, because me personally, I would just be like, all right, I'm going to just wear this knee brace.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Too. Yeah.
And then next thing you know, I'm getting leg kicked in that fucking.
In that freaking. Right?
Leg kicked in that knee all fucking night. Like, yo, can you kick the other one, my guy?
Yeah.
Like,
and that's not saying like, Francis Ngannou, I'm sure, is an intelligent man.
Oh, well,
but it's just,
for sure.
it's a one-track mind. It's like, this is hurt. This is what I protect.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
exactly. It's like switching stances.
Yeah.
It automatically happens. When somebody leg kicks you and it fucking damn near bug. Oh, Smalls is in the chat. What's up, Smalls? Mikey V said he'll be back later on to check in if I'm gaming. Yeah, we're definitely gaming later, bro. I'm going to do some more, bro. I've been playing Elden Ring. So good. So good, bro. So good. So I always say, okay, we're going to do 2 hours of Elden Ring. And then we've been meaning to start Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay.
I've just been stuck on Elden Ring, dude. I've just been doing it. And we've been beating bosses, man. We've been doing good, man. We've been doing good. My addiction for these games started with, if John Doe is still in the chat, for my birthday one year, John and Coco got me Demon Souls, the original Demon Souls. Right. And I was like, fuck these people, because that game was hard as fuck, bro. Holy shit, it was hard.
Yeah.
Bro, for like the first 3 or 4 weeks, I didn't make it past the first boss.
Oh, jeez.
And I was playing every day. I was just running my head into the wall to see if something different would happen. You know what I mean? Every day. And like, people now are like, dude, it took you that long to beat the first boss. What people don't realize is now for Souls games, there's a blueprint.
Okay.
Strike, defend, or strike and then roll, or strike and dash. To there was no blueprint for Demon Souls. That was the first one.
Yeah.
So it was like there was no blueprint, and they didn't tell you shit. It was just hard.
Yeah.
And to make it worse, not only is it hard, you could randomly get invaded by other players that are playing, and they just come in there to kill you.
What the fuck?
Oh, Small said Ninja Gaiden was impossible. Yeah, man. Yeah, you're right about that. Polly said press A, double tap. Actually, I think he's right to roll. No, A is jump. B, B rolls to double tap B to roll. Yeah, man, it's a great game, man. I love it. I'm having a blast with it. He said, "Am I doing this right?" Let's talk about this Ryan Coogler situation, man. This is an interesting situation, and I've heard a lot of outlets talking about it, and a lot of them seem to be messing up the facts in the situation. Polly, I do use a bow and arrow in the game. So Ryan Coogler goes into a bank, Bank of America.
Okay.
So here's what they're reporting.
Real quick. Oh, those are actual, like there's actual buildings for Bank of America?
Yeah, believe it or not. Bo, Ryan Coogler, isn't that the dude that directed Black Panther?
Yes.
And a bunch of other movies. I do believe his name is Ryan Coogler. If I'm not mistaken. Goes into Bank of America. Now, this is what they're saying. He wrote on a piece of paper that he was withdrawing $12,000 from his account.
Okay.
The note said, I would like to, here's what the note said. Now, he's in a mask, some sunglasses, and like a little scully that was like rolled up.
Yeah.
It's fucking, everybody's wearing masks.
Yeah.
So he rolls in there, and he's wearing a hoodie, like some sweatpants or whatever, but not like a black hoodie. He's wearing like a white or a tan cream-colored hoodie.
Yeah.
Hands the teller the note. Hey, I would like to take $12,000 from my account. Could you count the money in the back so it's discreet?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's what they're reporting. And people are like, well, I mean, he handed her a note. That's shady. This, that, blah, blah. Okay. Here's some of the facts in this situation. He handed her a withdrawal slip. He wrote all the pertinent information on the front of the withdrawal slip. And then on the back wrote, I'm pulling this from my checking account.
Yeah.
Could you do the money count? Because they got to count it out.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Could you do the money count in the back so that it's discreet?
Yeah.
Right? Now, he also handed her his bank card and his ID.
This isn't a robbery.
Exactly. Right. Now, this bank teller clearly, I feel like, I'm not going to say clearly, allegedly, I feel like, though, looked at him and was like, oh, this black skin, this feels like a robbery. Now, here's the kicker. The bank teller was, I don't know why pregnant matters because they keep saying she was pregnant. The bank teller was a black woman. And people, when I tell people, I'm like, I bet you it's because of how he looked. And they're like, well, the bank teller was black. And I'm like, do you know we have a history of hating on ourselves as well?
Yeah.
I mean, KRS-One has a song called Black Cop. Like we're... You know what I mean? Like people act like we've never looked down on ourselves. You know what I mean? Like it happens.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? So, because when they told me, they were like, yeah, the teller was a black woman. I'm like, okay, it's probably the color of his skin.
It could still be.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It could still be an example, or not an example. It could still be a situation of racism.
Right, exactly. She could still been like, this Negro does not have $12,000 to... Polly says something doesn't sound right. Here's the deal. So here's what happened. So he fills out, welcome back, Tiffany. Welcome back.
Oh,
so he fills out the withdrawal form.
Yeah.
He writes on the back. So Polly, here's why. I'll explain to you why. And it makes perfect sense to me. If you are taking $12,000 cash out of a bank, you don't want to go announcing that because you don't know who is sitting in the bank waiting for somebody to be like, count out 12,000. Okay, now let me follow this guy and rob him.
Right.
Now, granted, his friends were waiting for him outside. They had his driver was outside in the SUV, but still, you don't want that being plastered everywhere.
I mean, honestly, I would have done the same thing for much less money.
Yeah, dude, here's the thing. I make way less than that when I DJ. Significantly less than that when I DJ. And I don't like it so sometimes at a spot, if I'm DJing a spot, whoever's doing a payout, they'll be like, how much am I giving you? And I'm like, dude, I'm not yelling that across the fucking room.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come and talk to me,
right?
and we'll talk about it. But yeah, especially $12,000.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing, Polly. The cops showed up and nothing was off. It was on the bank. Like he filled out his form. He gave them his ID. This isn't something new. This is something that he's done before.
Yeah.
He's withdrawn from that bank. So what's the fuzz that he got arrested?
Yeah.
They came and handcuffed him, put him in the back of a police car. Like there's chest cam footage of it.
Yeah.
He handled it great, dude.
Oh,
He was super chill. He wasn't yelling. He wasn't cursing.
Yep.
He was answering their questions.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, has this happened to you before? And he's like, what, being arrested? Like for this? No. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The teller. So what somebody was telling me is they feel like the note was a trigger and that because it was a note, the teller didn't fully read it.
Okay.
But the problem is she went to do the deposit, right?
Yeah.
She went to do the deposit and she said the computer flagged something, right? So the computer like sent off an alert. So she got her manager. And then the manager, between the two of them, decided the right idea was to call the cops. Instead of talking to him, handed him, like he handed you the ID.
He handed you everything,
everything
that somebody robbing a bank wouldn't hand you.
Now I get it. There's people that have robbed banks and they've given a note, put the money in the bag, shut the fuck up, and nobody dies.
Yeah.
No bank robber has ever wrote a note that says, "Hey, I would like to pull this money out of my checking account.
Here's the information.
Here's my ID."
On a withdrawal slip.
Yeah, on a withdrawal slip. Like Polly said, the cops never checked the note. The cops rolled in, handcuffed him, and took him outside.
Okay.
So that's a bit weird too. Like the cops rolled in. My thing is this: if the cops roll in and walk up to him and he's not acting belligerent, they can say, okay, what seems to be going on?
Yeah.
Like what's happening? Clearly he doesn't have a gun. His hands aren't in his pocket.
Yeah.
It can be like, hey, would you mind keeping your hands where I can see them? Are you in fact, can we look at your face?
Yeah.
He's wearing a mask, but everybody's wearing, and somebody was like, well, he went in there wearing a mask. The footage you see, the cops are wearing the same shit that he's wearing.
Yeah.
A hat and a mask.
Yeah.
Like the same, like they're exactly the same. So I'm like, well, why is it okay for them and not okay for him? You know what I mean? I think the bank made a statement that they have worked it out, quote unquote. They worked it out with him. Because here's the thing, man, that's demeaning as fuck.
Hell yeah.
Sitting in the back of you went from being in the back of an SUV with a driver to sitting in the back of a cop car for something that you didn't even do. Right. You know what I mean? Like you didn't even do.
Yeah.
And here's the issue. So he's somebody who is what they would call able-bodied. What happens when you have somebody who can't speak and goes in there to withdraw money and has to write it on a note?
Yeah.
Is that going to trigger you as well? Right. You know what I mean? The whole situation sounds off, but on his end, that's what I mean. He's not. I don't feel he's in the wrong. No. On his end. You know what I mean? Bo said, listen, how stupid this sounds. I'm here to rob the place. Put my money in the bag. Oh yeah, here's my ID. Right? Oh man. Bo said, I knew that'd be the problem. Those motherfuckers don't read talking about the guy. Yeah, it's bananas, man. It is bananas. Tiffany, what did you miss? About an hour and 30 minutes worth of podcast. I can't recap right now, but you didn't miss too much. You're here now. That's what's important. Yeah. It's bananas, man. Like that's got to be a weird experience. I've had an experience. So here's a story from the vault. Don't be sorry, Tiff. I'm just messing with you. Here's a story from the vault. So I have my vlog camera, right? Yep. Which is the camera that y'all are watching him on right now. I usually keep it on a vlog setup. I got a Gorilla Pod that I carried on. I walked into a McDonald's, right? Not just any McDonald's. It's McDonald's here in Lakewood. Okay. Walked up to the counter. I had the camera in my hand. I was holding it down by me. Walked up to the counter, talked to the people at the counter. Yeah. Ordered my food. Paid them. Got my food. Sat down. Yeah. Started eating. And enjoying my milkshake, right? Yep. No boys came to my yard, don't worry. Bo said Lakewood always up to no good. A few minutes later, so I'm sitting by one of the doors. There's two doors. There's like a front door and then a side door. I'm sitting by the side door. A few minutes later, I'm deep into my fries and freaking double quarter pounder. You know, I was a fat kid. It might have been triple quarter pounder. I'm deep into my fries. Yep. Polly said, but did you have a stabby thing in your hair when you walked in? Yes, I did. And then a police officer walks in.
Okay.
And so I'm like, okay, walks right up to me. And he goes, is that a camera? And I go, yeah. He goes, is that your camera? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, were you carrying it when you walked in? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, okay. And then it clicks. I'm like, somebody thought this was a fucking gun.
Are you sick?
There's a fucking microphone with a dead cat on the top. There's a big fuzzy thing on the top of it. What scope do you know has a fucking fuzzy? But so I'm like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, somebody thought it was a gun. And so I looked at him and I go, did somebody call the cops thinking that it was something else? And he was just like, yeah. And I was like, motherfucker. And I go, well, listen, what do we need to do?
Yeah, right.
To take care of this. It's summertime, dude. I'm wearing a tank top.
Right.
And he's like, well, do you have one on you? Mm-hmm. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
But I can legally, I have my CCW. I can legally carry one.
Yeah.
Here's my card.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, but no, I do not have one. I was like, it's just a camera.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to take your word for it.
There you go.
And I was like, I appreciate your discretion. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you not rolling up on me.
Yeah.
On some, you know, because whoever it was, he was like, I can tell you it was a lady. And I know exactly who it was because there was a lady that got up and left in a hurry. Yeah, she left in a hurry. And like, it was after I sat down. Yeah. I sat down and started eating, enjoying my milkshake. I was texting. Dude, I was on my phone. I'm on my phone, texting away. Yeah. You know what I mean? Scrolling stuff.
Eating some French fries.
Dipping my French fries in the milkshake.
Got to.
Just enjoying myself.
Right.
And then she got up and walked out, and it clicked. Like, when he said it, it clicked. I was like, that's who that was. Mm-hmm. And she called the cop. And I'm like, does she realize I could have got killed? Not because I'm black, because if they're rolling up thinking that there's somebody in a McDonald's with children around with a gun, they're coming in hot. Yeah. They're coming in hot, dude. Yeah. Thank God this dude, young cop, had to be a newer cop. And what I mean by newer cop, he's not like one of these like 15 years on the force type thing.
Oh, yeah.
5 years, maybe like that, you know, something like that. He rolled in super chill. Because he pulled up like at the window. And I looked over at him. Yeah. And just looked over at him as I'm eating my milkshake. And I kind of feel like,
he probably knew right then it was.
He was probably like, this dude is real chill for somebody that's got a fucking big ass
gun.
Yeah. Assault rifle chilling on his table.
Unless he's got the whole place hostage already. Right.
So when he walked in, he just walked right up to me and was like, you know, is that a camera? He could clearly see it was a camera. Yeah. And I was even like, I don't understand how it was even mistaken for one. There's a big fuzzy thing on the top of it. It's a camera. Here's the thing. It's a vlogging camera, and this is Lakewood. There's so many hipsters vlogging in this city. Like, are you not used to fucking a vlog camera? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I was pointing the camera at I might have been pointing at myself when I walked in. Yeah. And then had it down by my side when I was ordering and stuff. Yeah. But like, nobody walks into a fucking restaurant with the gun pointed at themselves first. You know what I mean? Nah. You don't point it at somebody else first. Polly says some people argue that going to McDonald's should be an arrestable offense. And I sort of see their point. Hey, listen, I haven't been to a McDonald's, dude, in years. It's been years. It's been years. It's been a while. Shit, I might order something tonight. Probably not. I haven't been in years, bro. I cut that out of my out of my diet. But yeah, man, that was a story from the vault, man. Like that was an interesting thing. And here's the thing, man. They said I had a gun and they rolled in chilled. They said he gave us a note. Seems like he might be trying to rob the fucking bank, and they rolled in there hot. Yeah. You know what I mean? They rolled in hot. But, you know, just some of the facts that people were neglecting to mention, some of the outlets neglected to mention that it was actually a withdrawal slip that he wrote it down on. Mm-hmm. I think that's important.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can understand if it was just a random piece of paper. Okay. And, you know, had the note on there. I can understand. Yeah. But when I researched it, from what I heard, he gave her the withdrawal slip, right?
Yeah.
And was like, that's the info.
Yeah.
Account number, all that stuff. And then flipped it over. He was like, he flipped it over for her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like trying to be discreet. No, I don't want people knowing I'm walking out of here with $12,000.
Right.
You know what I mean? And here's the thing. Some people were like, well, doesn't he have an assistant for that? I don't want people knowing my assistant is walking around with $12,000
either.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's a very unsafe feeling. I think the most I've ever walked around with was 20 grand right before I bought my car. And that felt weird. Yeah. It felt weird. I was constantly looking over my shoulder. And the thing is, these motherfuckers don't know I got 20 grand in my pocket. They don't know that. No. You know what I'm saying?
But you're not going to do anything to attract that attention.
But to me, everyone knew.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like in my mind, everybody knew.
Saying. Yeah, for sure.
Probably said writing a note in the Mac for hamburgers for shits and giggles. That's what I'm going to do.
Right.
That's what I'm going to do. Tiffany said all the milkshakes bring the voice to the Oh, my God. What else did I want to talk about? I feel like I had something else on the ticker. Hold on, let me take a guess.
It was
something else going on. Hold on.
It was going out on top, and why does everybody hate it?
Stories from the vault.
Yeah.
Banking while black.
Yeah.
Or just pandemic blue. Here's the thing. Now, do you think it's a case of banking while black, which is a whole section of a lot of newspapers? Because apparently this happens a lot.
Okay.
Apparently this happens a bunch of times. I didn't realize there was looking into it, there was a bunch of cases. The weirdest one was a man had the cops called on him at the bank for trying to deposit the check from the settlement in a racial profiling case. He was trying to deposit the check into his account, and they called the cops. He's depositing the check. That's when it's like, okay, you're reaching now. Yeah. He's depositing. You're calling the cops on him for depositing. There was another situation where a guy had just got a new job, and he went to cash his check at the bank, the bank that the check was written on. Yeah. They wouldn't honor it and called the cops on him because they believed it was a fake check. It was a payroll check. All right. He had his ID, everything checked out. Yeah. They tried to call his boss, and they didn't answer. But motherfuckers aren't required to answer the phone. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's another weird thing. It's like they're like, oh well, we tried to call your boss and they didn't answer. Like you act like they're required to just answer their phone.
Anybody's call.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like they don't know the number. You know what I mean?
Punch out just like we do.
Exactly.
Obviously, this dude was depositing his check off the clock. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, he wasn't at work.
So. What bosses just stay at the job for 24/7?
It might have been like a Saturday or something like that, because he probably got paid Friday. Yeah, and it goes in there Saturday to deposit it. Yeah, it's there's a bunch of stories, dude. It's really really weird. There's another one where a guy was trying to withdraw some money, and he didn't write a note. Yeah, he was just trying to withdraw some money, couple grand or whatever, and the teller, this one was a bad one. I guess the teller or the bank manager said, you people are always coming in here with like fake checks or fake accounts or something like that. And then they called the cops on him. He's trying to withdraw money from his account. He had his ID. He had all his shit.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This in particular situation, is it a symptom of the situation? He's wearing a mask. He has sunglasses on, and he had a skull cap on, which was rolled up. Yeah. But the mask and the sunglasses is what people are really hung up on. It's California. Sunny as fuck out there.
Yeah.
He's wearing sunglasses. Here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. I'm taking skin 100% out of it right now, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to take skin. I'm not saying it wasn't, but for this particular conversation, I'm going to take skin off the table real quick. I will say this. We don't get to have it both ways. If people should not be judged by how they dress, and nobody is asking for anything because of how they dress, which I firmly believe. I believe no woman is asking to be harassed because she's dressed a certain way. I believe that. No one is asking to be arrested because they have a hoodie on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I firmly believe that. When the young man was shot and walking home from his neighborhood, there was people that was like, yo, if I saw somebody walking in my neighborhood like that, I would have shot him too. Would you though? Because it's chilly out. He has a hood on.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody should be profile because they're wearing a hoodie. So
Yeah.
are we not allowed to wear a hoodie?
Right.
Is that a new rule?
Yeah, right.
You know, this dude, is he not allowed to wear sunglasses? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here?
I would say I wouldn't even say the mask. I'm saying And
also, let me add real quick.
Okay.
It's not like it was just a homemade mask.
Yeah,
This was like an actual.
No, yeah.
I think it was like one of the better ones, one of the like filtered ones.
Yeah.
So it was like an actual mask, and he was following protocol
For
because
sure.
in the banks out there you have to wear a mask.
That's what I mean. Like,
So it's like,
so taking the mask because everybody had one on.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to say it was because of the sunglasses, because usually you just take your sunglasses off when you go in somewhere.
You do. Some people do,
Yeah.
unless they're transitions, and then you kind of got to leave them on the scene.
I do find it like it's a bad habit of mine, but I find it very odd when people don't do that.
True, unless they're transitions.
No, but then at some
yeah.
point you could see, oh, okay,
Yeah, because transitions don't always switch
but
up.
it's a bad habit.
At the same time, I'm not sure if so. I saw a picture. There's a picture of him at the teller when he had him on. Now, I'm not sure if he didn't take them off at some point. I would think he would have, especially if he handed her his ID.
That's what I mean. Like,
you know, they need to see, okay, you're who you are.
who you are.
I would, because when the cops were talking to him, he didn't have them on.
Yeah. To me, that's the only thing that would. I'm not saying it is or isn't.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing it could be that maybe why this teller was like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can see that. Yeah. The teller and the manager, why would they? But the thing is like once you read the note.
That's what I'm like.
Like at what point did they not read the note properly?
Right?
Like, did they just look at the note and say and think, oh, I need $12,000, count it in the back? You know what I mean? Bo said, I think this one is wrong place, wrong time with the wrong moves, but that other story, the you people always creating fake accounts one, he can fuck off. Yeah. I'm not, okay, Bo, I agree with you somewhat. However, the wrong place, I think it was the wrong time. Wrong place, though. Like, where else is he going to take his money out?
Right? You can't take that much money out of an ATM.
Yeah, he has to go inside. He has to go to the bank.
Yeah.
I would like to know how long the teller had been working there.
Yeah.
Is she new?
Mm-hmm.
I would also like to know, has he dealt at this bank before?
Yes.
Because if this is his normal bank,
then that shouldn't have happened.
he could have ordered it to his house, but if he's out, here's the thing. What I'm saying is this. No one should have to, if it's your money, you should be able to go get it whenever you want within reason. He could have ordered it and had it to his house, but he might have been out and about. This might have been something that he does often. Mm-hmm. I think I read somewhere that it's money that he takes out for his assistant, and he does it pretty often. I'm curious to know if he does it at this bank often.
Yeah.
Because if this is like his normal bank,
then that shouldn't have happened.
then there's no reason that he should feel like he should have to jump through hoops to go get his money out. If this is my normal bank, you know, the bank that I go to, they know me.
Yep.
Even out on the island, the bank that is not my bank, but when I get checks out there and I go, there's a bank out there that is the only place this bank exists. And I go there to cash the checks. They know me. I walk in, they say hi to me by name, and, you know, we chop it up. So if this is a place where he goes there often, there's no reason that he shouldn't feel safe going in there to take the money out. And, you know, if this is the way he does it. Also, another big thing that I think, wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on here? Okay, there we go. Another big thing that I think sometimes people don't take into account, screensaver fucking popped on. Another big thing people sometimes don't take into account is that the feeling of normalcy that you don't have as somebody that's known.
Yeah.
The feeling of I got to order money to come to the house. I can't just go to the bank. Like sometimes people like to do things just to feel normal.
For sure.
Polly said it's hard to get the full picture on this one without knowing what went through that teller's mind. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But at the same time, I'm not ready to excuse the teller. I'm definitely not ready to excuse the teller. I'm not ready to excuse the manager.
Me neither. No.
I'm definitely not ready to excuse them yet, because the evidence presented to us and also to the police. Now I have an open mind on excusing them.
Yeah.
There's a lot that could go into things. Maybe that's why they keep saying that it was a pregnant woman. You know what I mean? I know that sometimes pregnant women are hormonal and things happen, and you know what I mean? I got a tribe of sisters. all of whom have been pregnant except for one.
Yeah.
And they go through some changes, and maybe she was feeling some type of way. She was having contractions. She wasn't able to read it. You know what I mean?
There's a whole bunch. Yeah.
So if some of that comes out, I have an open mind on excusing them. I 100% have an open mind to excuse them. I'm just not ready to do that yet. Yeah, I'm also not ready to throw blame at Mr. Kugler, because it's his money that he was trying to take out. I don't feel like he did anything wrong, because some things have been done differently. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You don't want to say out loud, "Hey, I'm taking out $12,000. Right? It's counted in the back." Like, you definitely want to write that type of stuff down. Yeah. Plus, when he was talking to the cops with the mask on, he sounded muffled.
Yeah.
So it's probably another reason why he wrote it down. He sounded muffled as fuck. So all of the evidence is out because he was let go.
Yeah.
So clearly, you know what I mean?
Yeah, clearly it's not
something that they felt he did.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the rest of the story, who knows? Maybe there'll be a follow-up. I probably won't follow it up. I'm probably not going to follow it up. I'm not pointing blame. I just wanted to get some of the I just want to get it. Let's try this again. Take two. I just would like to get some of the facts that weren't out there. Mm-hmm. Like the note.
Yeah.
People thinking that the note was just a random
balled
up piece of paper that he walked in with. A lot of people were under the assumption that he walked in with the note and handed it to him. It's not the case.
Nope.
He grabbed a withdrawal slip, filled it out properly.
Yeah.
Wrote the note on the back, handed that over with his ID, and I believe also his bank card.
There you go.
So he had all the information that he needed. The sunglasses could be an issue, and also another thing is, I would like to know if this bank has been robbed before.
True.
Because if the bank has been robbed before,
everybody's going to be on.
Then I understand.
Yeah.
Now I understand. You've been robbed before. You see a note. It triggers some things.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Yep.
I understand that.
Yep.
So I can understand that.
Yeah.
If that particular bank had been robbed before, and that teller had been through a robbery before, I completely understand.
Yeah.
The fact is that something made the teller call the cops, and that was stupid. So I would like to understand that thought process.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. Sure. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Or the teller individually has been robbed at another bank.
Yeah.
You know
or
what I mean?
Just in general, maybe.
It would be a different kind of thing.
For sure.
Like if somebody just rolled up on her and pulled a gun on her, because then the gun would be the trigger.
For sure. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
I feel like if she had been robbed somewhere, if somebody came in, handed a note, hey, this is a robbery, fucking put the money in the bag, so on and so forth. I have a gun, this, that, and the third. After that, every time you see a note, you're going to be like, yo, is this happening again?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You might glance over it. You may not fully read it. You may glance over it. Hey, 12,000, counted in the back. Like, oh shit. You know what I mean? We got ourselves Bo, can you handle that one? Can you handle that that whatever that username is? Untagi or whatever the hell it is. I was like, oh shit, we don't have a boom. Look at that, man. Best mods in the game, dog. Best mods in the game. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Bo was like, yep. Wait, did he get it?
I don't think he got it.
I don't think he got it yet.
Oh,
hello from Buenos.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Welcome to this thing we call to Endangered Mammals podcast. Yep. Oh man, Mr. PunFu, do you have any plans for this weekend, sir?
Well, we're supposed to get some more snow, so.
Is it supposed to snow?
Yeah, tomorrow into Saturday, 3 to 5 inches.
Shut. Are you serious?
Yep.
And I got a busy ass fucking weekend.
Well, it's supposed to stop. It's like evening tomorrow into Saturday morning. So I don't think like Saturday afternoon or anything would be.
Dang it.
An issue. But yeah, so.
Dang it. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit. Yeah, Bo got it. One message deleted by moderator. Hell yeah, Bo's the man. Oh, you wasn't in the mod view? All good, man. You got to it. Appreciate you. Yeah. It's supposed to snow again. That is terrible. It's terrible news, sir. Isn't it spring? When does spring actually start?
I think it's 10 days.
10 days from now?
Or yesterday. I forgot when I saw it. It was like one of those things. Hey, spring's in 10 days. I can't remember if I saw it today or yesterday.
Did the what was it? The groundhog not see his shadow? Was it groundhog? Beaver? What is it?
It's a groundhog.
Woodchuck? Okay.
Yeah.
Groundhog?
It's a groundhog. Yeah. I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
All I know is that his name is Phil and his wife's name is Phyllis.
Didn't one of them die? Like that's.
I mean, this thing has been going on for years, so I'm sure one of them had to die already.
Yeah, they just keep renaming it Phil. Oh my God!
Hey, it's a groundhog. Oh, it's Phil.
Hey, that's Phil. Who's that?
Like,
that's Phil.
Phil, like 1,000-year-old now.
How long has this tradition been around? Like 500 years. So Phil's is 500. No, Phil's a year.
Yeah, Phil's a year.
Yeah. I'm not okay. You know what?
Not quite sure how groundhogs work. But
at this point, Phil is stuffed. We just Phil is an animatronic groundhog that we just
like Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, like Chuck E. Cheese
puppets and stuff.
Bo said Phil of the future. Yeah, it's Phil from the future. Speaking of Phil from the future, one Mr. Ryan Reynolds has a new movie coming out. The Andy Project or something like that.
Okay.
Where he goes back in time and meets himself as a child.
Oh shit!
Hilarity ensues. It looks good, dude. I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Also, we got a trailer for the Obi-Wan series.
We did.
I might have to re-up my Disney Plus to watch that, dude. I let it lapse.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, yeah. I mean,
you know, but I might have to re-up. It looks pretty fucking good, dude. Isn't it starting like a day?
I think so. Yeah.
The Adam Project tomorrow on Netflix.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, it's tomorrow on Netflix. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the Obi-Wan show.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do anything like introduce any stupid ass characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's Star Wars, so you know there'll be some.
Yeah. I hope they keep it more grounded.
Mm-hmm.
You know who I feel bad for? Oh, Soy is in the house. What up, Soy? What up, Soy? How you doing, man? Uncle, what's Luke's uncle's name?
Oh,
it's not Uncle Owen. Uncle Owen.
Yep.
Uncle Owen is in it.
Yep.
Think about this. They were talking about this on Double Toasted. Uncle Owen was a character that was created that wasn't expected to get a lot of screen time.
Yeah.
Or even really be involved in the story a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first series, he was there for a hot second.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, he got burnt. And Luke really didn't give a fuck. Luke was like, oh, they're dead. All right, I'm going with you. Like, he really didn't, he wasn't broken up about it or anything. He was like, and now we've seen him in like what?
He was in
3 or 4 movies?
The prequels, yeah. Well, I think he first appeared in
the prequels. Well, he first appeared in the original, but Joel Edgerton's
I think
portrayal
Attack
of
the Clones was the first time he popped up as that, or Joel Edgerton.
Yeah, Joel Edgerton.
Yeah.
Airplane J said Obi-Wan show isn't coming out until after Moon Knight.
Oh, okay.
So when does Moon Knight come out? So I know Obi-Wan's coming out soon. Moon Knight's coming out soon too, right?
Which is going to be sweet.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Also, you know, all of the Netflix Marvel shows are supposed to be coming to Disney Plus in some format.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what they're going to do because they're all rated R.
Yeah.
So are they going to PG-13 them and then turn around and sell them as rated R?
Yeah.
Or here's the thing. If they make a box set, right? And that box set's not rated R.
Yeah.
They're basically March 30th, he said. Okay. So it's starting after that.
Okay.
Thank you, Sawyer. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. It has been a while too. Too long, man. We got to catch up sometime. If they put out the box set and that box set's PG-13, right? I feel like at that point they're asking for pirators to just have at it.
Yeah.
Because we already know that people have ripped it from freaking Netflix.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
It's already out there for people to watch on Netflix. Now, if you take it down off of Netflix, right?
Yeah.
And then you put it out and it's a different thing, you're asking for people to pirate it. You know what I mean? Like at that point, if you're not giving people what they could have watched on Netflix, the rated R version. Oh, yeah, and I'm not saying that everything has to be rated R, but it was created R.
Yeah.
There's blood, there's death,
there's
sex, there's violence. If you neuter it with like they did with that movie Mermaid, with the butt crack.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that? If fucking computer generated hair covered. Oh, it's so terrible. It's so terrible. Like I heard about that and I was like, oh, and I looked for a clip and I was like, oh, this is horrible. Right. Like, you honestly brought more attention to her butt with the hair than you did.
Yeah.
You should have just left it. You know what I mean? Or do they make a different section of Disney Plus for the R-rated stuff? Disney Plus Adult?
Yeah.
Disney Plus Noir? Switch the plus?
Yeah.
Disney X?
Disney X.
Polly. So it was her in her human form, and she was running back into the water, and there was like a quick scene of her butt, and Disney was like, yo, we got to cover that up. You know what I mean? So like, the thing is this, why pull it down from Netflix only to neuter it and try to put it on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
They did that with their Deadpool. Did not go well.
No.
They made a PG-13 version of Deadpool 2. Trash.
Yeah.
Trash. People were like, this is trash.
Yeah.
This fucking sucks. Didn't do well at the box office.
Nope.
I think, here's the thing too. I feel like that was their test. I feel like that was their, like, them dipping their foot. Thank God it didn't do well. Because I feel like if it would have done well, we would never get another R-rated Deadpool.
Yeah.
We would, like, I feel like none of the Marvel things would survive. But because it didn't do well, they were like, okay, the people want what they want.
Yeah. It's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some point, like, even these big companies, at some point, when people vote with their wallet, they kind of got to be like, okay, we can't tell. Like Apple's a big company that just tells people what the fuck they want. We're taking away the headphone jack. Did Instagram went down again. No worries. We're taking away the headphone jack.
Yeah.
And now they're talking about the next phone isn't going to have a charge port. It's just all going to be wireless. Everything's going to be wireless. You know what I mean? But if people don't buy it, you know what I mean? If people stop lining up to fucking buy these things, then they'll realize that, people got to vote with their wallet.
Yeah.
Same thing with Disney, man. If Disney starts putting out these PG-13 versions of franchises that should be R, i.e. Wolverine. Yeah. Wolverine should be R. Wolverine should have been R from the word go.
Well, Disney didn't make that though.
I know, but I'm just saying.
But
Wolverine should have been R
that
from the word go. That should have been R
from jump.
Yeah, from jump. Yeah. And you saw the best one was the one that was rated R.
That was rated R, yeah. Logan.
The one before that, was that the one where he was in Japan? If there was ever a proponent for one that was like rated R, it would have been that one. He was slicing and dicing. Good grief. Yeah. Good grief. Bo said, I hate cable TV because they cut out all the cuss words, but then they'll show people on TV getting shot and stabbed.
Right.
Yeah. You know what's weird about that? Like, so Walking Dead, right? You can have a sex scene where you show a guy's butt. You can have these zombies that are like half eaten. You can show people getting ripped apart. Yeah. You can say fuck like once, and I think you can say shit a couple times. Yeah. But I'm like, nobody's yelling, oh, shoot, in a zombie apocalypse.
Right? I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Polly said, not only wireless for only $300 extra will actually include the charge. It's true, though, because like the new ones, they didn't give you a charging block. And people, you know what? Like the cult of Mac wonder why Android people make fun of them. Here's the thing. Yeah. I am a phone user. Yeah, I am a smartphone user. I have an Android phone sitting right here. Yep. Right next to it, I have I'll even show people. Yep. I have an Android phone, and right next to it, I have an iPhone. Yep. So I use phones. I use phones based on like what it can do for me at that time. You know what I mean? So Apple people always wonder why Android people make fun of them, and it's shit like that. It's accepting stuff like that. Yeah. They're like, oh well, we didn't include it because if you're coming from another iPhone, you probably already have it anyway. Okay, then why not just make the option to get it? You know what I mean? Right. Why not just be like, okay, well, do you need the charger with it? Yes. Okay, we're sending it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. And it's not like the price went down. No. No. It's not like the price went down at all.
It's like you realize they're taking shit away, but raising the price.
Bo said, by the way, Thaiger always has a cool. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. Yeah, it's a funny thing, man. It is a weird thing. But the thing is, Android does some fugazi stuff too, man. Yeah, they do. Android does some fugazi stuff too. Like the big thing was, if I'm not mistaken, so like Snapchat, right, wasn't able to get into the API for the camera. So it wasn't able to natively use the camera on Android. That's why people make fun of Android. Like you can tell when somebody uploads a picture to Snapchat or Instagram from an Android camera, it's because it can't get into the camera. So the quality is like shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think recent times it's able to do it, but like you have these Android phones have had some of the best cameras for a long time, for a very long time. I don't know why they would neuter that by making the photo sharing places unable to get into that. Yeah. Polly said, just be glad these Chinese kids have jobs. Without Apple, they would not. Jesus Christ, Polly. Jesus Christ. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
No, he's not.
There's a lot going on over there, dude.
Yeah.
And Apple is not a hero. There's so many people that are committing suicide at the fucking what you call it? How do I feel about the new drama version of Fresh Prince? I like it. As long as people don't pretend that the original doesn't exist, right? I'm here for it. Yeah. Also, because I know that Will Smith had a hand in on it. He's the producer. Yep. Like, so he, they're doing it with respect to the first one. I don't need my remake to be word for word. No. The original. Yeah. However, I do need people to acknowledge that the first one exists, that the first one is a thing, and that it's here and that it's around. Polly said the depressed Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, I dig it. I think it's a good direction for it. I think it's a good way to breathe some new life into it. And there'll be two versions of it. I think a lot of people that are watching it are people that grew up on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the original. So it's not so far removed that it's like, oh, this is the original. Yeah. I don't think people are thinking that this is the original. Yeah. Everybody knows the theme song of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Right. Do I play that at fucking? I played a prom and I played that and they knew it every word. So it's like people know that people know about the original. They know that it exists. That was my big problem with that the Ghostbusters remake. Yep, is that they straight up acted like the original didn't exist at all.
Oh, the female one.
Yeah, the female led one. I kind of hate saying female led.
No.
It's the only one that's a remake. All the other ones are sequels. So the remake, they kind of act like that they Small said the Apple factories had to add suicide nets because the workers were jumping off the building on a weekly basis.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I heard about that. I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't.
Remaking White Men Can't Jump with Jack Harlow. I don't know how I feel about that one. Here's why. I don't feel like Jack Harlow has the comedic chops that Woody Harrelson has.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think they need a more seasoned individual, a more seasoned comedic actor. Yeah. That one feels more like a cash grab to me.
It does.
That one feels more like, okay, we can't rely on the story. We can't rely on this person's comedic chops. We have to rely on their popularity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And plus, like, who are they going to get to play his wife that was in the movie?
Right.
Because it was Rosie Perez, right?
Was, yeah.
And then you got Wesley Snipes. Right. I feel like that's one of those movies that's so iconic. You got to do it the right way.
Right.
You have to do it the right way. I feel like they're going to tween it up and they're going to fucking like young adult it up and fucking make it PG-13 and
just ruin it
and kind of fuck it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not as much here for that one as I am for the
I'm not
the
excited about that one remake.
At all. Polly said maybe those nets are the modern version of walk the plank for lazy phone builders, though. Probably not. He said, who are we to judge? He goes, Jack Harlow is a funny guy, though. He might do well. Here's the thing, Bo. There's a difference between being a funny guy and being an actual comic.
Yeah.
Woody Harrelson is a comedic actor. You know, there's a lot of people that are funny.
Yeah.
I'm funny as shit, but if I went to do stand-up, it would not go well.
Yeah.
It would not go well at all.
Same.
You know what I mean? Like, being funny, I'm not denying that is funny. I'm just saying what I said was his comedic chops.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the comedic chops of a Woody Harrelson.
No.
Jack Harlow, he might be a funny dude, but as being a comedic actor, that takes timing. It takes a lot, and I'm not sure that he
has
how to
that. Play off the
yeah. By the time Woody Harrelson was in that movie, Woody Harrelson had been around for a while, had been doing comedic things for a while. I think he was on Cheers for a while as well. He's funny as fuck on Cheers.
So was Snipes. Like they were
Snipes was a
Rosie
heavy
Perez,
hitter.
Everybody in that movie was
they were heavy hitters.
Characters were not established, but established enough where they knew how to play off each other.
And the thing of it is here's the deal. The story of White Men Can't Jump is kind of a shit story. Yeah. Like when you really look into it, the story is shit.
It's a depressing story.
It is. Oh yeah, it is.
He loses his girl.
Yeah, it's not good. Spoiler alert.
Right?
It's not, and the story is not great.
It's not.
But because of the people that were in it,
it was an entertaining movie.
Solid movie. Polly said, I pretend to be funny, and the fact that the rest of the world disagrees only really tells us something about them. Oh, man. Okay, people. It's time for us to hit the old dusty trail. I don't know why I said it like that. The old dusty trail. We're about to get up out of here. Tiffany's heading to bed. Good night, Tiffany.
Good night, Tiff.
Before we go, Mr. PunFu.
Yo.
Would you mind telling the good people out there, if they were so inclined, how they could get in touch with you?
Instagram, Snapchat, Discord at PunFu Panda.
Boom. So quick and to the point, dude. Like, I love it. If you want to reach out to me, hold on, I got to take yours away first. If you want to reach out to me, you can catch me at Thaiger39, Thaiger 39. And you can catch me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Discord, Netflix, fucking Hulu, iTunes, GoPuff, Uber Eats, Christian Mingle, Tinder, Bumble,
Twitch.
Oh yeah, Twitch. YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcasts,
wherever you get your podcasts.
AIM, Farmers Only, AIM,
Sturdy Women,
SturdyWomen.com. Anywhere that the media is of a social variety,
and where there's a handle,
you can catch me at Thaiger39. If you would like to watch this after the fact, just go to youtube.com/Thaiger39 and you will see it arranged there in playlist. Bobo said Adobe Illustrator. Polly, OnlyFans. Yes, I do have an OnlyFans page. There's nothing there but one podcast, but feel free to subscribe. Feel free to subscribe. It's there.
Yep.
If you would like to listen to the podcast after the fact, just go to your favorite podcasting streaming platform of choice. Search for Two Endangered Mammals. We'll be the first two that show up. Once again, I have been your host, Mr. Thaiger Adanoldo. With me, as always, is the one and only, the greatest co-host of all time, Mr. PunFu Panda. We are the Two Endangered Mammals, and we are now signing out. Peace.